No. I guess I should probably be playing some MEAC music. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wipe your feet, take a seat, hit the like button, subscribe. Y'all folks is already being messy. Lord have mercy. Y'all said that it was going to be a short show if we were going to talk about the, but apparently not. Y'all said the show was going to be short. It's going to be real short. That's what you said. That's what y'all said. I didn't say that. But how y'all folks are already cutting up, I think we might have a decent show. We might have a lot to talk about. Okay, what where is Mr. Thornton? Where you at? Where is Mr. Haynes? Mr. Haynes and Mr. Thornton. Mr. Haynes and Mr. Thornton, please come to the front immediately, along with Mr. Ford. Let me see what this says. Let me see what this says. I'm just going through some stuff, y'all. Just looking at some things. Oh, I like that one. 2024 HBCU champions. I reshifted everything for SWAC Media Day. So I thought I had Tuesday Night Live, but it doesn't look like I have that. Y'all. Nope, I only got Thursdays and SWAC Saturdays. I don't got a Tuesday Night Live. All right, I'll fix it real quick, y'all. Can you please comment in the chat? Who do you think is going to win the MEAC? Hey, there's Mr. Thornton. Mr. Thornton is from the MEAC. Where is Russell Haynes? Somebody get Russell Haynes. Y'all are being real messy in the chat. Asking you shall receive. I don't know. I think we should wait to play the Shady interview when Mr. Ford comes on. I think we should start off by just, talking about talking points of the day or something. Oh, man. All right. Delaware State. You just want to get Mr. Ford started. Talk about some Delaware State. Okay. What are you smoking and what did you put in it? In the words of Mr. Ford. What are you smoking and what did you put in it? Maybe our Lord. You missed a lot. So we have a nice show for tonight. We have so much stuff to talk about. So much to talk about. I'm so excited because there he is. See, that's all I wanted. I wanted for Russell Haynes to let me know he was in the chat and Mr. Thornton to let me know that he's in the chat, because those are the two folks that are from the MEAC. They always want to talk about MEAC stuff. And so I want to make sure that they're seated for this MEAC show that we're going to put on. This is the my Pirates cup. Looks like we found out today who the real HU is. Here we go. Here's my Pirates cup. Got my little drink. Tropicana, classic lemonade. This Hampton lemonade is exceptionally good. So I guess when we play Hampton on August 30th, it really is going to be MEAC versus SWAC according to Shady McCoy, right? Yes, no. I only saw one person participating and saying that Delaware State was going to take the MEAC. The mailman won't deny. Oh, God. So, I'm excited. Tonight, we're going to be shifting away from the SWAC a little bit to cover the physicality conference, none other than the MEAC. Listen, I normally cover SWAC sports, but I do have subscribers who are from the MEAC. I also think that it's important to keep an eye on some of the teams in the MEAC, as those could possibly be the teams that we'll face in the Celebration Bowl. Mr. Haynes, I'm here to tell you right now that according to Shady McCoy, the real HU is Hampton. Dr. Kanisha's not in here because she knows we're about to cut up. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to take a look at the fashions of the MEAC. Then we'll talk about the HBCU all-conference team, the preseason team for the MEAC. I don't know about y'all. I was looking at it and I saw a lot of folks from Norfolk. There's folks that transferred in from other MEAC schools and they made first team. So, thank you to Brandi. We are going to be looking at her rankings. I am so excited. We can really get into this. So the title of this segment is Brandi's Best Dress Breakdown, MEAC Media Day Edition. We're going to break down what everybody was wearing. Oh, God. Lord. Y'all are cutting up in the chat already. Brandi's Best Dress Breakdown, the MEAC Media Day Edition. So, here are Brandi's rankings. Y'all, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing all of these things correctly. No, not they have only 6 teams. Just put all the players on there. Everybody gets to be preseason all conference. Ouch. All right. So this is Brandi's Best Dress Breakdown, MEAC Media Day Edition. So for the 2025 MEAC Media Day outfit rankings, Miss Brandi coming in at the #1 spot, Norfolk State. Number 2, Physicality State University, also known as South Carolina State University. I think she said top 2, and then she said 5, 5, 5, and 6. Dang, Brandi didn't even give him a number 3 or 4. Wow. So she has number 5, Morgan State, number 5, Howard University, number 5, North Carolina Central University, and coming in, rounding out at number 6, Delaware State. Miss Brandi, now, why would you do that? I didn't even notice that you did that. She ranked them all number 5. Damn. Was they that bad? All right. I didn't think, okay. Very demure, very classy. They look like they ready for war. This looks like this is the outfit that you wear prior to going downstairs. Ooh, it's the Quay, why are you agreeing with this? So, number 1, Norfolk State. Number 2, Physicality State University, also known as South Carolina State University. Number 5, Morgan State. Number 5, the real HU. You know what? I'm pretty sure anybody that's from Howard, felt very, very offended when Shady kept calling them Hampton. That is just diabolical. Like, are y'all really gonna disrespect us like that? Let me see if I can get you the other outfits, and I have found them. I've located them. This must be Morgan State because I see orange, right? This is North Carolina Central. Y'all help me out. This looks like, I don't want to say that it's Howard, and it's not. Okay, South Carolina State. All right. And I'm so glad that this is not a live in which folks, God, please help me. All I can hear is Mr. Ford saying that they don't got nothing on the swag. I remember folks was making fun of the SWAC because we didn't. I want to say that they were making fun of the SWAC because we didn't have some type of screen for our media day. Listen, I'm not saying that that it's bad. I do think that they should have made it mandatory that they wear suits, And you know what? I don't know if they make it mandatory at SWAC Media Day, or is that like a Southern thing where you just want to go put that stuff on, because it's an honor to be able to represent your school at MEAC Media Day or SWAC Media Day. And there's nothing wrong with a suit and tie. Am I wrong? Or, One thing that I did learn today is that Hampton is still in the MEAC. I like this outfit for South Carolina State. I think it's very demure. I like the colors. I like that even though they're not matching suits for the young men, they are still coordinated. Dre, why are they pointless? No. Here he comes, Mr. Ford. Oh, come as you are. Yes. Like, you got to be more specific. When we say come as you are, we don't mean like in your athletic wear, because we have social media now. I like the media day. I don't have access to all these coaches. Like, I wouldn't have access to all of these coaches for it not to be SWAC Media Day. So for me, Media Day is a time where you have access to all of the coaches in the conference and the two best players that they put forward for the preseason. Like, they have them available for you to interview. For it not that, like, and for me, I like the personal experience of talking to a coach like directly to his face, not over a Zoom call like we're still in COVID. Hey, Mr. Ford. Hey, Jay.
How you doing? You're doing good. And let me say hello to Miss Whitley. Is Dr. Kanisha on? Did she get on?
No, Dr. Kanisha is not on yet.
Okay. How about Miss Brandi? Is Miss Brandi on?
I don't see Miss Brandi.
Okay. All right. Well, good evening, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Good evening, Mr. Ford.
Hey, how you doing?
Tired.
Yeah, I'm.
Mr. Ford Theta said he's here.
Hey, what's up, bro? Bro, how you doing?
Oh
man. Mr. Ford, we're just talking about the fashions of the MEAC Media Day.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Brandi.
Hey, Miss Brandi.
Do you want to hear Brandi's list for MEAC Media Day?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so she has for the MEAC Media Day outfit ranking. She has Norfolk State at number 1.
Okay.
South Carolina State at number 2.
Mm-hmm.
She skipped number 3 and 4 and put Morgan State, Howard, and North Carolina Central at 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Delaware State at 6.
Okay.
Here they go. I want to know how big it was. Mr. Ford, what do you think about the coach, DeSean Jackson, coming in his gear that he would wear to morning practice?
Okay, didn't I tell you he's unserious? Haven't I said that? I haven't said that.
I think you said it once or twice, maybe.
Oh, okay. All right.
This lemonade is exceptionally good.
So is this Smirnoff?
So many colors, no coordination. Dre said Delaware State looked like they're getting ready to go out and do community service.
Yep, that's about right.
Friday. I look at it as, maybe he didn't have the guidance. I don't know what transpired in the last month that would keep them from making sure that these young men had suits.
Right.
I really don't. Maybe their suits weren't ready. I'll say like that. Maybe that happened. That's a good excuse, right, Mr. Ford?
Whatever you say.
Or maybe the MEAC doesn't necessarily like, you know, for the South, it's all about like fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're putting, in other words, when you see it's SWAC Media Day, you know that them boys about to put that shit on, right? Like, this is our time to put it on. And we're getting ready to put that shit on. You're gonna know.
Yeah,
and
it's like it's sacred.
Young men at SWAC Media Day were very well dressed. The young men at MEAC Media Day, they were dressed according. I mean, I'm not gonna say they weren't best dressed, but you know, maybe that wasn't something that their coaches were focused on. Whitley says, I hold Vic and Jackson to a much higher standard. The SWAC could never. Yeah, the SWAC put on their Sunday's best. Like, you know, I want to say Jackson State went and got customs.
Yeah, by Michael Strahan, right? Wasn't it Michael Strahan did that?
No, it was, I don't want to mispronounce his name. It starts with a K. Let me see. Kyrie's Customs. He's an opulent tailoring. He's a noob.
Oh, okay.
Kyrie Brown. And he is responsible for making tailored, custom-made suits. And he does an excellent job. I want to say this is probably his second or third year doing it, or that I've seen. He's done it for a couple of years. He's done the suits for Jackson State. Coach TC had him do a custom celebration suit. He had already ordered it, like in November. He'd ordered his custom suit because he knew he was going to the Celebration Bowl.
Right.
Okay. Gremlin used Kyrie's Customs also this year. Kyrie is a Graham alum. I'm so glad that he did their custom suits. I want to say a Jackson State alum did some of the stuff for UAPB as well. I ain't even mad at Graham for what they wore a couple of years ago. At least they matched. Mr. Ford, do you remember that outfit that they had on?
Now, yeah, was this when Hugh Jackson was there?
Yes. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah. So did you get a chance to watch MEAC Media Day today, Mr. Ford?
From the beginning to the end.
Oh, Lord. I'm good because, well, you know, I would like to hear your thoughts on it. You know, I would like to know what you thought about MEAC Media Day. And then I wouldn't say necessarily compare it to SWAC Media Day, but usually, you know, that's what ends up happening, right? When you're looking at, you're going to compare it to something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what did you think about MEAC Media Day today?
Okay, first and foremost, I thought it was a great idea, somebody's brainchild, to have it at the home of the Baltimore Ravens. I thought the venue was just excellent. I thought that Tiffany and Jay was just great today. I love the interviews with the young men. I heard you were right. Shady didn't help himself. You know, the word is that Shady wants the Howard job. He didn't help himself today with that mix-up. You don't do that. Somebody, I don't know why they didn't tell him. You do not confuse Hampton with Howard. You don't do that. Okay? That's
like kind of like nail in the coffin. Like you not getting that job.
yeah, that might
Like
have gotten
they
yeah.
would rather have a losing season before they ever hire that man as their coach.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he can get another job. He might find yeah, that's right, Brock. Dr. Carey, that was a big blunder. But he came back, he redeemed himself. I felt really good about the MEAC and their media day today. It's just that in a way, I'm still kind of disappointed in the MEAC and the MEAC family. Number one, the fact that it's been about 25 years now, and they still hadn't gotten a competent commissioner. It's obvious, once again, listening to the commissioner today, she has no vision. I just two things that stood out to me today is it's been about 4 years now that they've had 6 teams. That's ridiculous. My thing is that if Coppin State and Maryland Eastern Shore are not going to have football team, then go to the CIAA. Get out of the MEAC. And then here's my thing with Miss Steele. It's been about 4 years now, and you're going to tell me you can't get 2 teams to join? Because it makes no sense that the MEAC doesn't have at least 8 to 10 teams. And then the other thing I was thinking today was, I think it's sickening that the MEAC does not have a championship game. I think it's sickening. And so, but I was impressed with the media day today. I was very impressed with that. I thought the idea of having it at the home of the Baltimore Ravens was just a great idea. But like I said, it's just some things are lingering. I look at some of the administrators that they've had in the MEAC, and like I said, you're in the MEAC now. You're going on about 25 years, and you haven't had a competent commission in about 25 years. You're the conference that had Lynn Thompson, and you're gonna tell me that you've gone 25 years without a competent AD, and you got Lynn Thompson in your fold? You got that AD up there, Howard, who has numerous experiences with great sports organizations. Okay, and you still walking around with an incompetent commissioner, and it's been 25 years. Okay, you were sickening under Dennis Thomas. He was no leadership. He was incompetent. He was corrupt. Then he hands it off to Miss Steele. Same thing. You know, so hey, that was Mr. Ford's take on it. But I did really enjoy the media day, MEAC Media Day today.
I'm getting ready to go ahead and play that particular video. You know, just to see what exactly, like, how did that transpire that you accidentally, not once but twice? Because I think that for them, they literally receive like cards that basically tell them the information. So
he wasn't prepared, and he doesn't know the HBCU culture. He doesn't know the HBCU landscape. That was obvious today. But one thing he did say, he said that he would come to some MEAC games. He also said that if he had a chance, he would have played for the mailman. He was very impressed with Chennisberry today. And he said that he would be at the game in Philadelphia when Del State and Norfolk plays. So he's an outsider. He doesn't know anything about the HBCU culture, the landscape, our history, our legacy, and that's how you confuse Hampton with Howard.
Speaking of which, there's been some talk. I guess there was a lot of people that were in an uproar that said, what's up with us scheduling or, having outsiders speaking on the HBCU, and they don't really know anything about it. And a lot of people feel like that instead that it should be folks who have background in HBCU or, they have so many different announcers. They have one in Texas Southern. He does really well. And I think
Well, listen, if he still had his job at Fox Sport, that would have been the last place he would have been today. He is looking for a new stream of revenue. He's looking for a new job. And as most people have said, he wants the Howard job. Okay. Okay.
But
Dr. Kanisha, good evening, Dr. Kanisha. How you doing? How's it going? But anyway, that's the only reason he was there, because he's looking for a new stream of income.
He was scheduled to be at MEAC Media Day before he was fired.
Well, I mean, that's the MEAC trying to, they into this. Now, listen, here's the thing. Now, a lot of you going to say I'm wrong on this, but we worship celebrities, whether they be actors. Yes, we do. We worship celebrities. Yes, we do. Whether they be athletes, singers, actors, actresses, we worship celebrities, and they know that.
Who cares about McCoy though? He's not a celebrity.
Yeah, but he's a well-known football player. Because let me tell you something, Shady could do it now. Shady could do it. I saw him. I saw Shady when he was at Pitt. I knew he was going to be a nice pro now. I don't know. Now, we ain't going to mistake that now. Yeah, he's a big... listen, you go to Philadelphia, you say Shady McCoy, they know who you're talking about. They know who you're talking about now. Because Shady could do it now.
Who is we? Well known. Ain't nobody tripping off of Shady McCoy.
Yeah,
here's the thing.
Now, listen, Mr. Mona, you're wrong on that. Yes, they do. Yeah.
You over there speaking French, Mr. Ford.
No,
we know who he is.
He was. If you look at the Eagles in the last 20 years, maybe the last 10 years, everybody knows who Shady McCoy is. Okay, everybody knows who Shady McCoy is. I mean, in Philly, Pennsylvania, because he was tough at Pitt. He was tough at. He was tough with the Eagles. Yeah, he was.
Okay, we're not talking about that. We are talking about in terms of him being like Dion. I think a lot of folks.
No. He's
talking about how people are like worshipers of celebrities. I think there's a lot of folks that make it weird because you're not going just because a person had like Coach T Buck, down to earth, you know what I'm saying, and won a whole Super Bowl champion. You know what I'm saying? Down to earth, easy to talk to, from Basketball in Mississippi. Like, there are folks that are coming into the game and they have Super Bowl champion rings, but they have that to put in their resume. What I'm saying is, like, Shady McCoy is not someone that is just like, oh, he's gonna draw, or DeSean. I'm not gonna say DeSean Jackson won't draw in certain games, but it doesn't move the needle like what you're saying. Like,
I mean, in Philadelphia does. They're well known in Philadelphia.
Their game is on a Thursday. I don't know.
Well, like I've said, I don't know if I said it on your show. If Jeffrey Lurie and them, if the Philly organization makes it a priority, they can make that game really big. Because they can do the publicity. They can also open up that upper level for the people so that the kids can come in. If Jeffrey Lurie deems it a priority, they can make that game really big. Now, the thing is, does he deem it a priority? I don't know about that. I don't know.
So
Dre, he can make that game big.
Dre said you need to take a commercial break, and talk about the late Malcolm.
Oh yeah,
Jamal
Malcolm
Warner,
Jamal Warner. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh
and talk
yes. All
about
right.
his
Yeah.
impact on
Oh yeah.
Rip Theo. Talk about his impact on Black families and the Cosby Show. And
Oh
can
yeah.
you speak a little bit about his tenure as a actor and what his representation meant in the media during that time frame?
Listen, he was the black boy on a sitcom that everybody in every black household knew. You could say Theo, and everybody knew who you're talking about, from the little children to the um, adults to the elderly, whatever. He because he was on that show, he will live in infamy. Everybody knows him, and my wife and I was talking about it the other day. The first year, I think I started teaching in 1984. That was the first year that show premiered. And I remember how he looked, and I remember, how he looked, right before his passing. And he was in everybody's family. That show was a groundbreaking show. Okay. We've had other shows, black shows, but I don't think any show had the impact of what you got to look at. You had Bill Cosby, okay, who at that time was called America's Dad. You had Felicia Rashad, Howard graduate, one of the best, sister Debbie Allen. You had those children. We watched Raven Simone grow up on that show. We watched the one that went to Spelman. She grew up on that show. What was her name? She was the baby girl. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, somebody. What was the baby girl's name? She was the youngest kid in the Cosby Show. What's her name? She went to Rudy. Rudy, thank you, DJ. Rudy. We watched Rudy grow up. We watched
Keisha Pulliam.
Huh?
Keisha Pulliam.
Yeah, that's right. I think she was out of New Jersey. Yeah, but we watched all of those, that whole cast. Listen, it was a time everybody in my neighborhood, we were getting home to see that. And then when they brought on A Different World, you listen, that show was 30 minutes. Then Different World would come on. That was 30 minutes. So I think that was at a Tuesday night or that was a Thursday night. Listen, for an hour, everybody was at home. Okay. And one of the things that that Cosby Show did, they don't tell you this. We had, during the 80s and the 90s, a large group of black males who became medical doctors. They interviewed them and asked them why. Why were you interested in the medical world? Guess what they said? The Cosby Show. It was the Cosby Show. Remember, he was
Don't forget 227.
Yeah, remember 227, but 227 wasn't as powerful as the Cosby Show. Because you got to remember, Bill was the executive producer. Okay, he was bringing in all the people. It was like his brainchild. All right, and 227 was good, but it wasn't on the level with the Cosby Show. But and then he comes in, and then he brings in A Different World, and he puts Debbie Allen over The Different World. Do you know what that did? I mean, Hillman College, they had it just like it was a HBCU. There were people who actually thought Hillman College was a HBCU. All of that was the brainchild of Bill Cosby. Okay, so it was a major. I think that show went from about 84. I don't know if they did 10 years, but I think the opening show was 1984. I know it went from the 80s until maybe was it the mid 90s or maybe when did the Cosby Show end? Anybody remember? When did it end? I think it ended in the 90s or something.
Yeah.
But it was
saying Good Times,
92.
World, 1992.
Yeah. But see, you got to understand, Good Times was under Norman Lear. Norman Lear, he perpetuated a lot of stereotypes. Because one of the reasons that John Amos quit, and one of the reasons that Esther Rolle quit, was Norman Lear had JJ as a minstrel. There were no minstrels in the Cosby. That's why I'm telling you, you can call out the names of these black shows, but they weren't on the level of the Cosby Show. The Cosby Show was a cultural phenomenon. I'm telling you, there were a lot of people who decided they wanted to go to school and become professionals because they had grown up watching the Cosbys. Dad was the medical doctor, mother was a lawyer. Then on top of that, one of the brainchilds that Bill had, he would bring on constant jazz singers because he loved jazz. All right. My mother told me when she was growing up, my grandmother took her to Philadelphia. She took her as a high school kid, and then matter of fact, they didn't ride on an airplane from Albany to Philly. They were on the train. But she told me that my grandmother took her there as a high school kid. That's when she first heard of Dick Clark, because American Bandstand started in Philadelphia, moved from Philadelphia to California. But one of the people that lived in the housing tenement where my oldest aunt lived, she took my mom to see Carmen McRae. And my mother always loved Carmen McRae. Well, guess what? You know the first time I saw Carmen McRae? On The Cosby Show. She was a great jazz singer. That's the first time I saw Carmen McRae. So I'm just trying to tell you that from a cultural aspect, that Cosby Show was powerful. Like I said, I got nieces, they like 14 and 15 years old. They know who Theo is. And just think how long that show's been off the air. They know who Theo is. They know who Dr. Huxtable is, Miss Huxtable and all of that. They know that. So I want to express my condolences to his family. And yeah, it was a great loss for us because, listen, Theo was in everybody's family. You know, to be honest with you, I knew Theos. I knew black boys like that. Oh, yeah.
And if you go back and rewatch the shows, Bill would wear HBCU shirts and sweatshirts.
Listen, let me tell you another story. When my senior year at Clark, 1983 was my senior year. Our economics teacher took us up to Fisk University. Fisk was going through serious financial problems. They had a president, I can't remember his name. I think he was a Harvard graduate. He was before Dr. Ponder. He basically ransacked their reserves, their endowment.
Who did?
Listen, and so in ransacking their reserves, he basically helped to really damage their endowment. I'm trying to think, was his name Simmons? I think it was Sullivan. Was it Sullivan? I'd have to go back. But anyway.
Let me look it up, Mr. Ford.
Okay, just look and see who was the president in 1982 at Fisk University. But anyway, the kids at Fisk couldn't even wash their clothes on campus because they had not paid their utilities. Okay, it was really bad. All right. Guess who steps in and pays all the bills and gets them back on sound financial footing?
Theo?
How about Bill Cosby and his wife? Yeah, that's what they did. That was 1980. Isn't that what happened
at Morris Brown as well?
He helped them actually it was a collaboration between, I think it was 1988 or 89. They were having some serious financial problems at Morris Brown, but it was Bill Cosby and Oprah Winfrey.
In 1982, the president of Fisk University was Walter J. Leonard. He served as president from 1977
he damaged their he had I want to say, was he a graduate of Harvard, or he had worked at Harvard or something, because that's one of the reasons he got the job. He damaged their reserves. He really mismanaged their endowment, and it threw them into a panic. And the person who basically put it back together was Bill Cosby and his wife.
Mm.
Yeah.
Cosby in Different World was educational entertainment, whereas other Black shows being mentioned are just shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That whole listen, it starts out with the Cosbys. Like I told you, everybody was trying to get home because I'm thinking it was like an 8 o'clock show. Okay. And everybody's getting home. Then about 88, because the show had been on maybe about 4 or 5 years, he comes up with the idea of Different World. What it was Lisa Bonet going off to college. The first year, Lisa was on, they took her off, and they made the girl Whitley the star. Whitley was from Atlanta. Her name was Jasmine Guy. Okay. And that show took off. And then the other brilliant idea he did was he made the executive producer of Different World, Debbie Allen. That's Felicia Rashad's sister. Both of them are Howard graduates. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. The person that he used as his consultant was Dr. Alvin Poussant, who was a psychologist and psychiatrist at Harvard University. That's right. Thank you, Brother Johnson. That's right. I'm sorry I left him out. Alvin Poussant. That's right. By the way, is Dr. Poussant still living? Is he still living?
We ain't even got on Carl Winslow and Uncle Phil.
Oh, yeah. Listen, one of the people that he brought on the show, I think he would bring him on as an uncle, was Joe Williams. Joe Williams was a very popular and famous jazz singer. Okay, the guy who he would serve as his father, Bill Cosby's father on the show, he lived to be in his 90s. He had been in acting and Broadway and all that stuff 50 and 60 years. Oh man, it was a who's who. I'm trying to think. I don't know if Quincy Jones
in the chat said he passed in 2005.
Dr. Poussant did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was a brilliant man.
So I just wanted to bring this to you because I thought that it was interesting and I thought that you would like to hear it. And it's kind of funny to me, just because of what you said, which is breaking news. This is former LSU running back Trey Holly is at Southern's first fall practice.
Okay, what's his name?
Trey Holly.
And so where is he from?
Let's see. Trey Holly may now be playing across town at Southern.
Right. So let's we got to break him down. How many years of eligibility? He's a running back?
Yes. So it says that he was suspended. He hasn't played for LSU since 2023 and has been suspended because of his alleged involvement in a shooting in Union Parish that injured 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Allegedly. Let me see.
So, Bro Hunt, how many years of eligibility would he have?
Let's see. He's 5. Well, this is kind of old. 5'7", 192 pounds. He was a redshirt sophomore. He's from Farmerville, Louisiana. Okay. His high school is Union Parish High School.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It says that he was the Louisiana high school record holder in all divisions for rushing yards and a career with 10,532 at Union Parish High School. He appeared in 3 games as a true freshman in 2023, rushing for 110 yards and a touchdown on 11 carries. He didn't play for them in 2024, so he should actually have a lot of eligibility left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, according to what's that guy's name comes on Saturday morning? Perry gave a report this weekend. He said that Southern's backfield room is loaded. You know, they lost Kobe Dillon. They lost a young man that went up to Tennessee State, but he was saying that their backfield is loaded. That the backfield room is got a lot of people that's ready to play. So I guess that'll be another person in there ready to play, because he was saying that they're loaded.
Well, Whitley, I think because of the pending litigation and all that stuff, that probably had an impact on his ability to go other places. Yeah. So, well, Dre says Trey Holly Christmas Folly by golly JSU by 40. Perry also said Graves is in the hot seat. I will feel so disrespected if in my first year at Southern I went 8-5, clinched the SWAC West, and won the Bayou Classic, and you folks are over there talking about I'm in the hot seat. I would be pissed. Okay.
No, you have to understand their legacy. They're not used to eight. Listen. Let me tell you something. Southern and FAMU, those schools are not 8-5 schools. I remember one year Billy Joe won 9 games, and they told him we're not a 9-game team. I mean, a 9-win school. See, they got a history and a legacy that a lot of people don't understand. And no, 8-5 ain't gonna get it at Southern. I'm just telling you, it's not 8-5. Not gonna get it at Southern. See. Here's the thing. Those people at Southern haven't forgotten Dawson Odoms.
Mr. Ford.
Huh?
You said that they had a hard schedule. It's giving.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I'll still say that. I think that they have the most difficult schedule in the SWAC. No doubt about it.
Coaches, the most difficult schedules, the most difficult schedules, limited NIL opportunities, and think that folks is just going to run the table. It's a new sheriff in town. And I don't know. To me, I feel like folks need to be treating their coaches like they treated them when Deion was here. Because TC's not playing.
Well, see, here's the thing. The bar at Southern is not, like I said, 8 wins. That don't impress nobody in Baton Rouge. No, 8 wins ain't going to impress them. That's not them. 8 wins ain't gonna impress nobody at Grambling.
In your first year, that is very impressive.
Who?
8-win season is very impressive.
You mean at Southern?
For a first-year head coach, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, but that Southern, no, not at Southern, because their legacy and their history is, their bar is so high. I'm just telling you. The 8 wins don't impress them.
They need to be treating, the SWAC needs to be treating their coaches with some grace, the same grace that they had when Deion was here. That's the grace you're going to need while TC is here. Ain't nobody beating TC in the SWAC. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And you're going to end up firing coaches that need a little bit more time to bring in these kids, a little bit more NIL opportunities, a little bit more building their team. You got to lower the bar a little bit, because I mean, you have to have the same level of grace that you gave coaches when Coach Prime came in here. Everybody got free passes, right? They were just like, okay, we know Deion is here, but after Deion leaves, you have to win. And then year 2, TC bought in better coaching staff, a more complete team, a more complete offense, a more dominating defense. And the 4 and 5 star, that stuff kind of went out the window when we dominated at Celebration Bowl. Like, you're going to have to give these folks some grace, Mr. Ford, because TC, to me personally, after looking from year to year to year, TC's team last year, even with Shador Sanders and even with Travis Hunter, we were a more complete team through the whole season, best coaching throughout the whole season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a more complete team, and I just feel like the grace that you gave your coaches when Deion was here, you're gonna have to start giving it for TC, because that's how dominant the team is as a whole, from coaching to the players to the media team to the trainers. Like, everything is just so dominant.
Well, I agree with you about the dominant, but at the same time, these schools in the SWAC are not going to lower their bar. I'm just telling you, winning 8 games at Grambling, I mean, that's mediocre for them because of their history. Okay.
Southern has won more than 8
wait a minute.
games only 5
Winning,
times.
I don't think that Coach Tremaine Jackson them going to be happy with 8 wins. If they get 8 wins, I don't think they're going to be happy with that. I know that them people down there in Tallahassee ain't accepting no 8 wins. Okay? They ain't. I think they won 7 games last year. You think they was happy with that? You think they was happy at Florida A&M with 7 wins? No, they was not.
In the first year as a head coach?
I'm just telling you now.
So
they wasn't happy with no 7 wins. I'm just telling you. No, they ain't happy with that. And you know what? They'll never be happy with it because of their history and their legacy. So Willie gone, but they still listen. Well, you right, Willie gone, but the 7 wins ain't gonna cut it in Tallahassee. Not the Tallahassee I know.
So when Coach TC won 7 games in his first year.
Oh, they was raising hell. I know the ones up here was raising hell.
Okay,
and the one that pissed them off the most was when Alcorn came and beat y'all in the vet. That's what all of them was mad about up here.
Okay,
yes. They lost homecoming to Alabama State that year. They was mad.
Mr. Ford,
they were pissed up here. I know because I talked to them.
Okay, and I was pissed too, Mr. Ford. But listen. When I went through it, first of all, when I went through it and was logical, we lost over 50 players. That's number
but everybody listen.
Number 2.
Let me tell you something. Let me
finish. Mr. Ford, let me finish. We lost more than 50 players. That's number 1. We had to get a completely new coaching staff. That's number 2. Number 3, Coach TC, in his first year as head coach, avenged South Carolina State with the MEAC SWAC challenge, beat the brakes off of them.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying a lot of fans. I'm just saying a lot of fans are not logical. A lot of fans are not logical. They just want to win every game. But they're not logical.
Once FAMU won, it was a wrap. Like, it was literally either FAMU or Jackson State to win the East. So once we dropped that game to FAMU, it was a wrap. But we won the Gulf Coast Classic. We won that one. We beat South Carolina State in the first year. So when I looked at it and I said, well, he did lose 50 plus players. And, some of the problems that we were having, they led themselves out. Our offensive coordinator, he kept trying to run plays that didn't match the quarterback, right? So this is TC. He's trying to allow the offensive coordinator to do what he was hired to do. And we beat Southern. There you go. We beat Southern. We beat the brakes off of South Carolina State. I think that was the main one. We beat Southern and we beat the brakes off of South Carolina State. And I want to say we beat Alabama A&M. Those 3 games right there, I was like, damn, yeah, we dropped to Alabama State. And yeah, we did drop to Alcorn. But overall, 7 wins, I was like, okay, this is good. Year 2, Coach TC takes us all the way. And we had those kicker problems. And it was so bad that we literally had to get Leilani Armenta off of the soccer team in order to have a punter / kicker. We lost Irv Mulligan. So, we were logical, Mr. Ford.
Not all of you. No, not all of you were logical.
Hey, the only time I was illogical was last year when we lost to Grambling. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, his first year, everybody wasn't logical. No, not the ones I talked to. They weren't logical. And
They
it was
were
a lot
very
of them.
logical. They were. I hope that you let them know, like, what were you expecting him to do after losing 50, 60 plus people? Like, what were you expecting?
Well, they listen, like I said,
I was mad
most of
last
them,
year when we lost
wait,
it. We
most
got
of them
our
went to
ass toe up
school
at
that
Grambling.
I had talked to. They went to school during the 70s and 80s, and they were expecting SWAC championships. They didn't want to hear no excuses. See, they want to hear that. They want a SWAC championship. And I told you this over and over. You got a number of schools in the SWAC. Those people have been spoiled by winning, and they are very impatient with losing. They don't like it, and they ain't gonna put up with it long. They're not gonna do it.
Mr. Ford, I literally am looking at this little thing, and it said the last time that a SWAC team actually won a title, Alabama A&M hasn't won since 2006, so more than 19 years. UAPB hasn't won since 2012. Texas Southern hasn't won since 1968 during the Civil Rights era. Damn.
But Texas Southern isn't a football school. That's a basketball school. That's a basketball school. They
Alcorn
care
won in
about basketball.
2014.
Huh?
Sutton, the last time they won was 2013, over 12 years ago. Alabama State ain't won in 21 years. Grambling ain't won since 2017. Prairie View hasn't won since 2009. Oh wait, dang! Alabama A&M did win the COVID championship. Who did this? So they won in 2020, I believe. And we're bringing up some stats. Southern has only 5 seasons where they won more than 8 games, Mr. Ford. Out of 40 years.
No, wait a minute. Wait, ho. You need to pull up the Pete Richardson years. Pull up the Pete Richardson years. Pull up from 90. I think that was 93, 94.
Years, Mr. Ford. In the
No.
last
I'm saying pull up the Pete Richardson years. They won some games now, and it was more than 7 or 8 games.
Pete in the last.
I tell you what. Pull up his first 7 years. Pull up Pete Richardson's first 7 years at the South. Just pull up his first 7 if you can get that.
Mm-hmm. So it says Coach Pete led Southern football to 5 Southwestern Athletic Conference titles: 93, 97, 98, 99, and 2003. A three-peat from 1997 to 1999. It was the school's first consecutive SWAC title since 1959-1960. His team claimed 4 Black college national titles: 93, 95, 97, and 2003. They won 4 Heritage Bowls titles and went 12-5 in the Bayou Classic. Damn, Grambling was getting their asses spanked.
I told you that. You think them people have forgotten that? So you think that their expectations is going to be 7 games or 8 games?
This is not the Pete Richardson's days. This is TC
Yeah,
Taylor
but
era.
the expectations are still there. They had those expectations before Pete Richardson got there. You should look at I know because he won over 200 games. I was about to say you should look at Arnett Mumford's record. He won over 200 games.
I didn't know COVID was still going around.
Matter of fact, it's kind of on the rise in the state of Georgia.
We can talk about Pete Richardson, Mumford, but this is TC Taylor era. Okay. He finna run a Richard. He gonna finna have a Pete Richardson era. He finna have a W.C. Gordon era. Okay, Mr. Ford?
Okay, well, hey, we waiting to see it. He got one SWAC championship, one national championship. Let's see what he can do this year. Now, personally, I think he wins it all again. Okay, I do agree with that.
Gonna be belt to ass for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Mr. Ford,
Uh-huh.
it's a new day. It's a new era.
Oh, yeah.
And it's called T.C. Taylor era. It's getting ready to be written in the history books.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, win today. Win today, Mr. Ford.
Listen, I enjoyed Coach Chinnisberry today. Shady said that he had him fired up. Said he told Coach Chinnis he played 2 years of college ball. If he could play some more, he'd play it for him.
Oh.
He had Shady fired up today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, Jay made a statement today I kind of agree with. He said that Morgan State is an outstanding quarterback away from the Celebration Bowl. He said if they could get an outstanding quarterback, that would prepare them to the Celebration Bowl.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I want to say Morgan State has both offensive and defensive player of the year preseason honors.
Yeah, they did. They had the linebacker and the running back. But supposedly, Coach Wilson has not had an outstanding quarterback since he's been at Morgan. For some reason, I knew he was going to have problems because he was saying he didn't want to do the transfer portal. But I think now he has gone into the transfer portal and brought some FBS quarterbacks to Morgan State. So that's what we're waiting to see. When
coaches say that they don't want to do the transfer portal or they want to focus on high school students, when that comes out of some of the coaches' mouths, it's like, okay, I automatically know that you are not going to have a winning season.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing I know is that because these people are so impatient, you're not going to be around. Because these people are asking, see, when I came along, they would give you 3 to 5 years to build a program. Okay.
Right.
Now these people, after 2 years, now these people ready to get. If you're not winning by your second year, they side-eyeing you, and some of them will move to try to get you fired. That's why I'm telling you, these people are impatient.
Well, you know what I see? I see that happened at Grambling, and you know what I see? I don't see that the fruits from doing that. Meaning they fired Coach Hugh Jackson in his second year, and now, after his second year, and now Coach Mickey Joseph, they ready to fire him before his second year. It's like when you have that type of mentality, you are not allowing your team to develop or build, and you're making it worse for your teams because that means that you're going to have to replenish, rework, re-recruit. Like you're not able to build a steady supply of talent. You're not able to get a line of development. And
don't forget now, Rick Comegys was a winning coach, and Jackson State fired him, didn't they?
Okay, so him getting fired had to do with the APR, and you already know Vivian Fuller or whoever it was, listening to whoever decided to fire him. So it had nothing to do with the program, as in the games. I want to say the APR was trash. I also want to say it was other things, meaning he didn't align with the administration. So that was political. But what I'm saying is that was 10 plus years ago. Now we're in an era where if you don't have a stable stability in your program, your stuff's going to be all over the place. It's going to be all over the place. You cannot develop a program. And then on top of that, Mr. Ford, they don't even do their hiring right. I could see if you was able to name your college coach and give him time to recruit. You guys are hiring the coaches late, and then they're going to be at a disadvantage with the transfer portal and with recruiting and with their coaching staff. You guys are perpetually setting them up for a failure, for like a rolling failure, because you're doing the hiring late. You're letting the coaches go late. Then the coach has to get their staff together. Then you can't pay their staff, or their staff can't get on until a certain time because of the budget. Like when you're doing these types of things, you have to make sure you're giving the coaches, especially if you're now only giving them 2 years, you need to give them ample time to recruit, Mr. Ford. That's not fair.
Well, I mean, they've been doing that for years. I mean, most of the schools, it's not a priority to bring in a new football coach. At some schools it is. Some of them, they wait to the last minute. I've seen schools wait till April and May to hire a new coach.
Like that's ridiculous. And then you're wanting him to win it all. You want him to win it all, and you only gave him like his first full recruiting season. You already got him on the hot seat. I can remember with Southern, they were trying to go a different direction, and they couldn't afford whoever it was that they were trying to hire. And so they were like, dang, we can't afford, Coach Graves was right there, and you decided, well, let's go see what else we can get. And whoever stepped to the plate, who was celebrity or whatever, the amount of money that they wanted to be the coach, probably one of those coaches that doesn't even have coaching experience. They're just a celebrity. And they couldn't afford it. So then that's when they went back to the drawing table and they bought in Coach Graves. And Coach Graves clinched the SWAC West. Like, there are coaches like Coach Graves who deserve opportunities to be head coaches. They also deserve to have the grace for their programs. Like, why are you trying to say, oh, you're on the hot seat and it's year 2 and you clinched the SWAC West division last year? Like, whoa. Chill out. Like, where are you getting this type of, where are you getting this from? Mr. Ford, were you expecting them to beat Jackson State last year?
No, and I don't expect them to beat them this year. And I don't expect them to beat Prairie.
So that doesn't mean that he needs to be in the hot seat. I don't expect nobody to beat Jackson State.
No, I just need for him to go get a competent offense coordinator, and I still think Southern needs an AD.
Okay, so underneath Roman Banks, I know you said you wanted a new AD, but he did win both men and women's basketball this year, this past season, I believe. And he won another sport. And they clinched the SWAC West division. All I have is lemonade because, baby, I need to take a drink. Mr. Ford over here stressing me out, saying that a team.
Why am I stressing you out?
Because a coach that clinches the SWAC West should not on no team. The minute that you clinch your perspective, whether it's SWAC East or SWAC West, the minute you clinch that division, that should give you 2 years. Like, you should.
I just, like I said, the main thing with him, and I like Terrence. I just want him to get an offense coordinator. I think that's the missing boot for them.
Tanisha said this is her show in terms of the MEAC, and we need to stop talking about Southern.
And Dr. Kanisha, I enjoyed it from Baltimore today, and I thought Tiffany and Jay were great. And other than the little mix-up that Shady had, I thought Shady did a good job. And I just thought it was a good show today. I watched it from the beginning to the end.
Somebody says too much talk about Southern. So we're going to get into the way too early MEAC rankings. So me personally, I got Norfolk taking it. I really do. I got Norfolk taking it. A lot of folks, they, for some reason, have South Carolina State up there. But me personally,
Yeah, that's who I'm picking too. I'm picking South Carolina. I'm picking the
what are you
mailman.
basing it off of?
Huh?
What are you basing it off of?
My thing is they're on the throne. They're the defending champ. Somebody got to knock them off. Until somebody knocks them off, I'm picking them.
They're gonna get knocked.
That's what I said. Somebody got to knock them off. Now they got to go to. Wait a minute. They got to go to Durham, and they have to go to Norfolk.
They getting knocked.
And I think they go to. They got to play A&T in Greensboro.
Well, that shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That should be hard.
All right. So now I will say I do have Norfolk, but I do think that North Carolina Central is bringing back some key pieces.
Oh, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So, you know.
Yeah. Now, one thing about I could tell about Michael Vick today, one of the things he did do when he was, I don't know if it happened before he got that job, but somebody sit him down and told him, this is how you build a coaching staff. Because the coaching staff, to me, kind of reminds you of that staff that Deion had in Jackson, but here's the thing. His offensive staff is better than Deion's. Now, I don't know if his defensive staff is going to be as good as Deion, because Deion had a super defensive staff at Jackson, and he also had a really good special team staff. I just wasn't impressed with his offensive staff. But listen, somebody sit down and talk to Vic. They did, and he listened too.
I mean...
Yeah, Dr. Kanisha, they were saying it today. That's even Jay said. I kind of agree. He said that the thing that Morgan has liked since Coach Wilson has been there is an outstanding quarterback. They haven't been close to somebody being outstanding.
So here we go with the 2005 MEAC football predicted order of finish. Let me move it over a little bit so y'all can see it. So South Carolina State coming in first.
Yeah.
The 5 first place votes and 63 points. North Carolina Central.
Yeah, those two are going to battle for it.
61 points with 4 first place votes. Morgan State is coming in at 3rd.
Yeah. They're the dog.
They got Norfolk at 4th? Oh, they disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Said,
and one of the things that was obvious today is that Shittersberry and was Trey Oliver and the Coach Wilson, they want to teach the 2 NFL rookies a lesson. It was kind of obvious today. They want to, like you said, they want to take the belt off on them. Yes, they do. And Trey kind of alluded to it. You know how Trey is. You know, he'll say some things. But, yeah, they want to whoop the rookies. They want to put the rookies back in their place.
Lord have mercy. I mean, I thought it was quite obvious when Coach Trey Oliver was basically like, you know, y'all are hiring these celebrity coaches, and you know, there's a lot of coaches that have been waiting their time.
Yeah, that's what Coach Wilson said. He stated that today too. He did, but he said that he was willing to do anything he could to help Vic and Jackson if they needed him. But yeah,
and
he made that
statement over here. This the MEAC. Y'all not gonna come over here and take over. I mean, it's interesting that Coach Oliver did say that, but Shittersberry came from D2 ranks and came in there and took over quickly.
Well, now let me just tell you this: if some things go right, Vic could do it.
I believe Vic got it.
Yeah, Vic could do it because the staff, the support that he's getting from the administration in Norfolk and the players, he could do it.
Trey Oliver be talking spicy for somebody who
yes,
let Howard drop 60 on him.
Yes, he does. Now Trey
Don't
got
nobody want to see that twice.
Yeah, because Trey did a lot of talking to Deion while during the year that Central played Jackson. There was a lot of exchange between Trey and Deion. Yeah,
I remember him saying, "Damn, you guys went and sent him to Colorado and gave him this amount of money. Y'all could have gave me that. I'm the one that won."
Yeah, that's Trey. That's Trey.
Mr. Ford, he clocked me. I was being messy. It was a bye week for Jackson State, and North Carolina Central had to play Campbell.
Oh yeah.
And it was halftime, and I was going to Food Lion to go get some food, and I saw that score, and it was like North Carolina Central was getting their ass whooped. So I made a smart ass remark on Twitter, and I was like, "That's why something." I think I just said something along the lines of, that's what happens when you give somebody first place without them being first place, or something like that. And I just went on about my day, and I got on there, and it was like 200,000 views, and he done retweeted it and stuff. I was talking mess, but I was just heckling, like, that's a part of football. Like, I was heckling. I was, hey, you guys are losing. And it wasn't even I'm supporting a PWI. It was more so of like, you guys were rooting for Campbell to beat us when Campbell came to Jackson State for homecoming, I want to believe.
Yeah.
And that was Deion's year. And so I wasn't saying like I want the PWI to win, but it was kind of like a dig. Like, you guys really had 1,000 think pieces about why Campbell was better than Jackson State. So I was just returning the favor. That's why I need for Coach TC. I need that North Carolina Central versus Jackson State matchup so that TC can avenge that.
You
loss.
might get it. You might get it. It's a wide race over there. You might get it. You might get it. You might get that. You might get the revenge game.
So okay. All I said was that the same thing that South Carolina State did is the same thing that North Carolina Central did, which is they was like, we gonna see y'all back in the Celebration Bowl. We're going back. We'll see you when we get there. And then they don't actually win their division. So there's that.
My thing right now is, after watching it today, the MEAC it's just so much underachieving going on that side. That's why I still say, let's merge.
No, you over here talk about there's so much underachieving.
Yeah, they underachieving.
But
it's been how many years, and you still got 6 teams? It's been 4 years? How many years has it been?
No, Mr. Ford.
Wait a minute. When did A&T leave the MEAC? When did FAMU leave the MEAC? What year was that?
2020, ain't it?
I can't. Somebody, when did FAMU leave the MEAC? What year was it? Because my thing is, listen, it's been 4 or 5 years. You can't get 2 teams to join the MEAC? And why you don't have a championship game?
They don't have a championship game.
The MEAC is underachieving. They
don't have a championship game because they said that nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, but if you get 2 more teams, I would hope that they would get at least let's see, if they got 6 now, they need 4 more teams so they can have 10. You have a solid 10 teams, and then you play a championship game. And the other thing, please don't set up no divisions. Just take the top 2 teams.
Okay, so when you just add anybody, this is what happens. Did you hear that Sacred Heart is going to the CAA?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're just adding anybody at this point. Anybody who wants to join,
well,
who wants to come be a part of our
hey, could we get 4 HBCUs to join the MEAC so they can have 10 teams? Can we please get that? Can we pray on that?
I mean,
we
why
need
would
4 teams?
You just
can
said
we get? It's been 4 years. Right, you can't convince 2 teams to join.
You just said the leadership is not right in terms of the conference. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
every time you get on the show, you talk about how their leadership's not right. The commissioner don't know what they're doing. Why would any team?
Wait a minute, wait. You talk like that's not a fact.
Okay, so
that's a fact.
Okay, so since it's a fact, why would anybody want to join the MEAC?
Well, like I said, my grand plan is this: 4 divisions, 5 teams in each division, 20 teams in all.
Mm-hmm.
Merge the MEAC with the SWAC under the directions of Dr. Charles McClung. That's the grand scheme.
MEAC don't take just anyone. Look, okay, so if it's not abundantly clear, it should be.
You took Dr. Dennis Thomas as your commissioner, so what you talking about? You took Dennis Thomas, who did absolutely nothing for over 20 years as commissioner. So what you talking about?
Okay, so let's get on these athletes because they're not getting ready to get rid of the commissioner. That's not happening. All right, so okay, let's go to Morgan State, which I'm told that Morgan State has a lot of talent on their roster.
Yeah, they do. They big too.
But they're only voted in 3rd. Why?
I don't know. That supposedly somebody said today that they have a quarterback that's coming from. Wait a minute. Was it Rutgers? Now I hope this guy's the answer, because I'd like to see Coach Wilson have a breakout year.
With the transfer portal, there's no excuse to not have 4 or 5 quarterbacks on your roster.
I agree with you totally.
Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing there? So we're going to take a poll. Who do you think is winning the MEAC?
I'm with the mailman.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I
need to get that. I need to clip that part where you're like, Dennis Berry's getting ready to take over HBCU football.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm with the mailman.
You were so hyped and so sure. You said, you better get him now. You better get him now.
That's what I'm telling about Jackson and Sam Shade. You better get him now. You better get him now.
You better get him now.
Boy, what that boy that Prairie View, boy, somebody better get him. Y'all better get him.
Well, according to you, you said that
Miss Whitney, you see what Miss Whitney said? That I hyped the mailman into an ass whooping though. The mailman said he win. He said 1 day at a time. Win 1 day at a time, baby.
Win the day.
That's right. Win the day, baby.
Everybody was hyping up South Carolina State, boy.
Man, listen, when have you talked to Kobe?
I haven't talked to him.
I know it. I hadn't seen him lately.
TC Taylor took that belt off.
Yes, he did, baby. He took that belt off, and they say he's gonna do it again this year. What that boy Lana said they're gonna take that belt off down there in Baton Rouge. When they get to Baton Rouge, they're gonna take that belt off.
Oh Lord, the amount of talking. We just
What did Coach Tremaine
the
Jackson
fire
say? He gonna take that belt off down
Ray
there in Baton
said the
Rouge.
fireplace is off.
The fireplace is off.
He's on the sick and shut in list since Celebration Bowl.
Who is that? Who's that?
Kobe.
What, Kobe? No,
All
Kobe
right,
gonna tell y'all they fight. You know, Kobe probably done got that list of who. You know, Kobe gonna tell you now who coming in. You know, Kobe know.
Mr. Ford, folks in the chat think Central gonna take it. Folks in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chat.
you know. Now listen, now you know. Listen, now you know. I don't doubt. You know, Trey know what he's doing now. You know how Trey is now.
I
Trey
put
come in and you know how Trey is. And then he got Walker. What
Morgan
you call
State
him? Walker, Texas
Howard.
Ranger. What you call him? Walker, Texas Ranger.
Boy, yeah.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
A well-whooped ass. Lord have mercy. All right, let's
I got
go over
to
these 2005 preseason all MEAC honors. So we have none other than Jason Collins. I'm gonna go over these. So I guess these are the student athletes that we'll be following to see what they about. See how they do.
Oh yeah. You see Walker, Texas Ranger, don't you?
He wasn't preseason offensive player of the year. I thought he would be
I don't
offensive player.
understand that. He should have been.
I thought he was offensive player of the year. I really did.
Because Walker, Texas Ranger can do it now.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see how their offensive line is.
I thought all of them coming back. I thought all the offensive line were coming back.
Well, like I said, Alabama State was able to basically penetrate in the second half. The offense.
Yeah, they changed. You're right. They did change them because he tore him out that first half.
So we're gonna be looking at what is it? Kelby Givens. Come on. Oh, I'm trying to put my feet up. Oh, why does it keep doing that? I'm glad it didn't do that at SWAC Media Day. Probably because I wasn't touching the court. Who is it? Jakelby Givens? Why do I keep saying Jakelby? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Kelby Givens. You know, Kelby Givens is going to be playing versus North Carolina Central. They're going to have to contain him.
You having some malfunction issues over there, Tamana?
No, because I was trying to move my feet and I'm touching the cord. I can't even blame Braxton because he's not here. My foot was touching the cord. Okay. So, Jason Collins, and he is from Washington, D.C., 185 pounds, 5'9", redshirt sophomore from Theodore Roosevelt High School. He was named MEAC Conference Rookie of the Year, led the Bears with 634 rushing yards, hit 5.6 yards on the ground, ranked 8th among all freshmen in the country. Made his collegiate debut in the season opener against Hampton, running 7 times for 55 yards while scoring a 41-yard run for his first collegiate touchdown. He had a breakout game against Delaware State with 24 carries for a career high of 152-yard effort, including a touchdown on the road against the Hornets. And he added 17 receptions for 143 yards. Okay. So that is Jason Collins, y'all. Jason Collins Jr., excuse me. He is the preseason player of the year. Preseason defensive player of the year is also on Morgan State's roster. Dang, Morgan State.
Yeah, now the word was in the conference today. Now it was kind of like people were side-eyeing that offensive choice, but everybody agreed on that defensive choice. They talking about this guy here might end up in the NFL. This linebacker. Now he was hurt last year, but they were saying this guy's really good.
Yeah, y'all folks in the MEAC coalition, hit that like button. I can't. So that's what I can't wait. You have the defensive player of the year preseason from the SWAC going up against Walker Harris, which, did he at least make, let me see if he made first team. Yeah, he made first team. So he's the first team quarterback. They didn't choose him for the offensive player of the year, but they did choose him for first team quarterback. So that in and of itself, that's going to be a huge matchup that we'll be looking at, definitely, is that particular matchup. Because you have film on both, right? You have film on Walker Harris. You know what you can just look at his film from last year and see how to disrupt him. And then you have film on Kelby Givens on how to block him, which he was given even Jackson State fits in the SWAC championship, containing him. So
it gives everybody fits.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Eric Hunter, 6'4", 210 pounds. He's a redshirt senior from Westlake High School, and his hometown is Capitol Heights, Maryland. He, as a senior, he was a 2024 FCS Football Central All-American preseason, Stats Perform FCS Buck Buchanan Award preseason watch list, Box Duro 2024 HBCU preseason All-American team, preseason All MEAC first team selection, Phil Steele FCS preseason All-American second team. He currently ranks number 9 on Morgan's all-time tackles list with 196 career tackles. He only saw action in the final game against Howard, making 7 tackles and a sack. So he actually has a lot to prove this year, because for the majority of his senior year, he was injured.
Right, he was hurt. I think he missed 11 games.
So I'm not trying to be funny. Maybe this was only in the SWAC. But in the SWAC, in order to be on the preseason list in order to even be nominated, you had to play a certain number of snaps.
They got footage on him. They know what this kid can do. They got film.
I'm talking about the fact that he even was a defensive player, preseason defensive player.
No, they know what this kid brings to the table.
Mr. Ford, in the SWAC, in order to be on that team, in order to be even nominated for preseason or be chosen, you had to play in 75% of the team games from a season ago. You must have played on a conference team last season. If you were on the all-conference team last season, like at the end of the year, you're automatically on it for the preseason. Like, those are the rules for the SWAC. Now you have somebody who, no matter how talented you are, you have somebody who only played 1 game and they're defensive player of the year.
Yeah, he preseason defensive player of the year. Yeah. They know what he's done before last year. He had, like I said, he has film. He has film. They know what they're looking at.
They need to implement that. If you didn't play 75% of the snaps last year, then you should not be able to be on this team.
Well, see, preseason, like Nick Saban say, preseason awards is rat poison. It don't mean nothing. The thing that matters is at the end of the season. Preseason don't mean nothing. That's usually coaches and SIDs and newspaper people getting together, putting some stuff down.
Acknowledgement on a preseason, it might not mean anything to
it's rat poison. All they do is give people
it might
false
not mean
expectations.
anything to the general public, but it means something to these student athletes. It means something.
Yeah, but it's still rat poison. Don't mean nothing. Ain't nothing been done. It's them playing the game on paper. That's all it is. It's playing the game on paper.
I mean, I don't know about you, but our paper looking pretty good. Our preseason and postseason and midseason and beginning to end on paper look pretty good. Yes, you have to actually play on the field, but they do. That's something that these young men want. They want to be a part of it. They want to have that on their resume. And contrary to you saying that it doesn't matter or it doesn't mean anything, when you talk about the NFL looking at these smaller schools or looking in the FCS for talent, they don't have time to watch all of your film, right? They're going to be looking for who's on these lists. So it is important. It is important. It's rat boy.
Wait, Mr. Mona, no. You get on a NFL's radar. Somebody's got to come to your game and be impressed that you dominated. That's how you get on the NFL radar. They don't go by that paper stuff.
How do they know which game to go to?
They pick them random.
What?
They'll hear because we got a bunch of NFL scouts here. You'd be surprised. I think Jacoby Jones came here. He was with Lane College. It was a crew of them at the game, and he was at Lane College.
I'm telling you right now, I know from just listening to how they speak about HBCU players and what they say. We're talking about non-HBCU folks. The starting point for where they go is literally looking at who's preseason, all conference, who's postseason, what their stats are.
No, Mr. Mona, they know that stuff is political. I'm telling you, they know that it's political. And so what you have to do, a scout comes to your game or they watch you on film. And when you dominate, and that's when they pass along, but you got to be dominant. Okay, if you're not dumb, you had a black student.
They're going to look at postseason. They're going to look at postseason too.
No,
that's how. Yes, they do. That's how you get on.
But they want to see.
That's how you get on a Senior Bowl watch list.
No.
That's how you get on.
Yeah, you get. But I'm just saying that they've got to see you, and you got to impress somebody from the NFL scouts. No, just because you made preseason all MEAC don't mean they're going to give you a shot. That's not right.
They're going to go look at your measurables. They're going to go look at your production. And then they might
better dominate on that field. You better dominate on that field.
Win something. Oh, here go Mr. Hain talking about play more PWI schools. Please. Please. South Carolina State be winning 5 games every season, and they always talking about, hey, all we got to do is keep playing these PWIs, and they'll notice us. God, please help them. Please. All right. So, I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see how Eric Hunter does, okay? So, we shall see. They have high expectations for him for this particular season. And being that Eric Hunter is in his senior year, they don't have very much film on him from last year.
But they got film in other years. I think he had played at least 2 years before last year.
He was on Box Toro preseason. He's on all these preseason lists. But anyway, my point was this. He is a redshirt senior. So they're going to be looking for him to do some things, for the Senior Bowl watch list. What other watch lists are we talking about here? East West Shrine Bowl watch list. So he's going to be one of those players that, hopefully he'll make it to one of those watch lists, which means that there's going to be scouts looking at his production. Alan Darby, the amount of games that you guys have played for playing PWIs versus the amount of kids that are getting drafted from South Carolina State, we don't even need to go over that. I'm tired of going over. You guys need strength of schedule and this, that, and the third. that's a long argument to have about strength of schedule and who needs to do what. All right. First team offense. Ooh, I see some folks on here from last year that we were covering. So I briefly had a quarterback club on. Mr. Ford, do you remember that show that never was that we had?
What was that?
It was with Zoe and Ken and I don't forgot that young man's name. Anyway, we had a quarterback club, Mr. Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike Smith. I think that's his name. So we were covering like picking out star players in the MEAC and the SWAC. And we're also doing, Mike Reed. I'm sorry, not Mike Smith, Mike Reed. Mike Reed. So we did the quarterback club. You know, I focus on mainly the SWAC, but the quarterback club was inclusive of all HBCU quarterbacks. And one quarterback that I really got introduced to was Walker Harris, which I had the opportunity to see Walker Harris versus Alabama State in the Orange Blossom Classic. He's a redshirt senior. And when we talk about North Carolina Central's ability to have decent quarterbacks, they had Davius.
Pee-wee. Yeah, Pee-wee.
Who is Pee-wee?
Davius Richards. That's his nickname, Pee-wee.
I don't know that his name is Pee-wee. I've never heard of
No,
that.
that's his nickname.
Oh. Pee-wee. Okay, well, anyway, so North Carolina Central has had a steady quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, they keeps the quarterback over there. Now, Walker Harris, he was like that. He was. So Dre has a question. What was the question, Dre? Who has had more players drafted, JSU or South Carolina State? Ooh. Lord. Anyway, so this is Walker Harris. Deservingly, he deserves to be at SWAC Media Day. He deserves to be first team quarterback for the MEAC. Quarterback, 6'1", 195 pounds from Wake Forest, North Carolina. He's a redshirt junior. So does that mean he has an extra year?
He might, they might give him another year. You never know.
Yeah, So he saw action in 12 games last year, including a start against Mississippi Valley State in the Circle City Classic.
They put on a show.
He went for 37. Mr. Ford, it's Valley.
Yeah, we put on a show. Then I saw him again. I put on a show on Norfolk State.
It was, Lord. All right. He went 37 for 56 for the season, 66% with 439 yards and 5 touchdowns. He did not throw an interception all season. Now that is impressive.
Yes, it is.
He did not throw an interception all season. That's pretty impressive, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He was 17 for 38 for 263 yards, 5 scores against Valley, 12 of 18 for 114 yards at UCLA, completed all 3 passes against Delaware State, and he was named MEAC Offensive Player of the Week on September 25th. So for this particular year, it's kind of like coming into your own, right, Mr. Ford? He played games. So this is kind of like go time for Walker in terms of getting his team to the championship. What do you think about North Carolina Central's offense?
They're going to be explosive. That guy, the offense coordinator, is really good. He and Harris have been together, About 4 or 5 years, right?
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they brought that offense coordinator. He came from Southern with Trey. He was at Southern.
So basically, you over here mad about Southern's offensive coordinator that they have currently now, but North Carolina Central stole the offensive coordinator from Southern.
Well, Trey, once Trey got the job, he named him the offense coordinator.
So we shall see. This is like last year. I could probably like do the parallels for Jacoby and Morgan and Walker Harris, right? So this is basically Walker Harris' year to get his team to the Celebration Bowl. So, I'm not really familiar with whether or not they have the offensive linemen. It does say that on first team offense, they have offensive lineman A.C. McMoore from North Carolina Central. They actually have quite a bit of North Carolina Central on first team. Trevon Humphrey.
I'm telling you, they said that the whole offensive line is coming back.
Center, Noah McKinney.
Yeah.
Tight end, Luke Bracey. And I also see that Coach Oliver has a lot of North Carolina and South Carolina talent.
Yeah.
So yeah, their whole offensive lineman is actually on here. They have a center and 2 offensive linemen on first team, a tight end. Yeah. All right. Kevon King. Kevon King was very explosive last year.
I saw him last year against FAMU. He was good. Yeah, I remember him.
I remember talking about Kevon last year.
Yeah.
So he is on first team for running back. Senior, 5'11", 200 pounds from Chesapeake, Virginia. So he rushed for 944 yards and 10 touchdowns on 161 attempts, averaging 5.9 yards per carry, ranked 3rd in MEAC in rushing yards and touchdowns. And he recorded 100+ rushing yards in 4 games. I'm surprised he wasn't up for Player of the Year.
Yeah, he has the credentials.
I'm surprised. But like you said it's political, right, Mr. Ford?
Yeah.
So it says that racked up a career high of 144 yards on the ground, including 2 touchdowns in the MEAC SWAC Challenge against FAMU.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I was there.
Soft in the middle.
Yeah, they were soft in the middle.
But Coach Colsey said that they're not soft in the middle no more.
Everybody I talked to said they're not soft in the middle anymore.
Who said that?
A lot of the people that went down to the spring game.
But Mr. Ford,
they not soft in the middle, they got depth.
They was getting on you. Remember last year? They was getting on you about when you said that they was soft in the middle. They was getting on you about it.
Well, didn't it prove out to be true? Didn't Valley and them prove that? What's the name? Prairie View? Didn't they prove that? But they said that's a thing of the past. Not only they not soft in the middle, they got depth.
I'm sorry, I got Norfolk taking it, boy. They got Kevon King on here. I do have to see who they have for the.
Wait a minute. Miss Whitley, what you say? What's in Atlanta besides the Celebration Bowl? Miss Whitley, we are the New York of the South. We got a little bit of everything.
Ooh, not the New York of the South.
Yes, we are. We're the New York of the South.
Not you naming another city and saying that you're the New York of it. Atlanta is its own. Atlanta.
Let me tell you something.
Atlanta. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
see who Norfolk has at quarterback, but from what all things that I done seen,
Huh?
mm. I said from all the things I have seen, yeah, Norfolk taking it. She said we're the New York of the South.
That's what we are.
She says she's not playing Atlanta close. All right. So Kavon King, I'm gonna be looking. I am definitely gonna be looking. So the only thing that I would say is, and you know what, I'm not even trying to be funny, but some of the games, I feel like the MEAC was weak as Sweetwater last year, Mr. Ford. What do you think?
Yeah. The best two teams was Central
South
and
Carolina.
South Carolina State. Yeah, those were the best two teams.
Do you think Howard fixed their situation? I
No,
hope so.
no, I got to see if they got a quarter. That's the main thing I got to see. And then I got to see what their interior linemen look like, offensive and defensive.
Okay, they got a running back, Eden James. Ain't his
Oh,
daddy
we know
NFL
No,
player?
he's not his daddy now. He ain't
Who?
his daddy. No, he ain't nothing like Edrin James now. No, Edrin James. Is he in the Hall of Fame? If he's not, he should be.
Oh Lord,
No, he ain't
Eden
his daddy.
James.
He okay,
How
but
do
he
you
ain't,
know
he
he
ain't
ain't his
Edrin.
daddy?
No,
Huh?
baby, I saw his daddy when he was in college. And I followed his his pro career also.
They saying he is like his daddy. Howard
No,
just
he all
needs.
right. He ain't like his daddy now.
Howard just needs an offensive line and an offensive coordinator to make them play, to call them plays, the right
Yeah,
plays.
did they get a quarterback yet?
Oh Lord, Dr. Kanisha. Okay, so Eden James, is it Eden or Eden? I think it's Eden.
Mm-hmm.
Eden James is a 200-pound, 5'10" running back from Indianapolis, Indiana. Went to Treasure Coast High School.
Mm-hmm.
He was named the Phil Steele FCS All-Conference third team. He was selected to the Black College Football Player of the Year watch list last year. He was selected to the MEAC football preseason first team last year. He appeared in 12 games, producing 570 yards of total offense, 422 rushing, and 148 receiving, with 3 rushing touchdowns. He had 107 yards on 14 carries with a touchdown against Hampton. He recorded 73 yards on 17 rushes at Princeton and registered 79 of total offense and the win over Delaware State. Okay. And he's been on the watch list, so, keep my eye on him. Mr. Ford just ignored my question. He only answers Whitley.
What was your question? I'm sorry. What was it?
Dre had a question, Mr. Ford.
Okay, what was the question? I didn't hear.
Oh, what is the best rib tips? What is the best barbecue in Atlanta?
It's several. One's called Fat Max or something. It's on that's on Piedmont Road. There's one over here off of wait a minute. It's over in the black neighborhood. It's called Camelton Road, and is it CJ's or something? They got some really good ribs. Ribs and rib tips, ribs and wings. Wings are Atlanta specialty too. All that stuff is really good in this town.
You said Fat Max?
I think so. It's called Fat. It's down there in Piedmont Road. Piedmont Road. Yeah, it's over. That they call that area Buckhead.
Is that Piedmont Avenue?
Piedmont Avenue. Yeah. But the place is called Fat Max or something like that. It's on that list when they tell people when you come to Atlanta, they tell you where to go and all that. That's on there. Fat Max is on there.
Mm-hmm. I just looked them up.
Yeah. But that's one of their things that down here, the ribs and the wings. Black folks, they love the lemon pepper, teriyaki, all them different types of wings.
I must
Fat
be black.
Matt is a little past Piedmont Park, I believe.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Do what?
God
What
have
happened?
mercy. Maxwell posted something that was just inappropriate. And I don't feel like posting it because it was inappropriate. It was very tone deaf.
That's over here. You don't want
Go to
you.
Maxwell's Twitter. Everybody, you guys go to Maxwell's Twitter and you bring it back to me what you guys think about that post, because that was disgusting and tone deaf what he did. Okay, I checked out Virgil's restaurant in Conyers last week. Great food. Mary 305 says she checked out Virgil's restaurant, Mr. Ford, in Conyers.
Oh yeah, Conyers is that's wait a minute. Conyers is Rockdale County. That would be like the suburbs of Atlanta. That's up 20 east. Yeah.
I sent it to you, Dre. All right. So now let's look at this list. Let's see who else we got on here. Cameron Thomas, Norfolk State.
What position?
Wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you right now, like they are coming for the win in the first year. They seen the mailman do it, and they said, "Oh, we're getting ready to do that too. We're getting ready to take over." All right, so he is 180 pounds from Bear, Delaware. He went to DeMatha High School. He's a senior. He played in 10 games last year, caught 25 passes for 387 yards and 2 touchdowns, recorded 3 receptions for a season high 98 yards against Florida A&M. Was letting them catch on them like that. I'm surprised. Coach Cozy's calling plays this year on the defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mr. Ford, do you think that it'll be Howard's head coach last year if he doesn't have a good season?
Mm-hmm. No. Howard's not like that.
Oh God. Yeah. So basically what you're saying is Howard's not like Grambling and Southern.
No, it's not like that. No, they not on that extreme.
Okay.
They not as impatient as say how Fam, Southern, Jackson, Grambling. No.
Okay.
No.
Oh my God. I just seen the post. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's inappropriate. All right, so I can't pull it up because it's tone deaf. Like I can't pull that up. So let's go ahead and look at some of these other players. Okay, it looks like Delaware State does have a first team player, Najee Lawley. He's a wide receiver, Mr. Ford.
Okay, where's he from?
He is from Hodge. He's from Newark, Delaware.
Oh, okay. What's his size?
6'1", 195 pounds. He's a redshirt senior from Hodgkin Votech.
Okay. Oh.
He appeared in 12 games, made 40 receptions for 41 yards and a touchdown, led in receptions yard and tied for third in touchdowns, returned 7 kickoffs for 149 yards. He had a season best 9 catches for 109 yards versus St. Francis. Okay. So Delaware State got some shooters, y'all. Co-pilot 1911 said everybody should have a first team game player with only 6 teams. Mr. Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. All right, y'all. Then we have all of these players from North Carolina Central. So I'm trying to figure out, since they have all these players on first team for North Carolina Central, I'm wondering why they weren't first place. Dang, Mr. Ford, North Carolina Central got a lot of white players on their team.
They've always had that.
There's
Jerry Mack
nothing
had,
wrong with it, but dang.
yeah,
No,
Jerry Mack
no
had
wonder,
he had a white quarterback that came to. He was at Jackson as a quarterback coach or something. What was his name? Billerman. He
Quinn
was out there.
Billerman.
Yeah, he went to Central.
Yeah, under the TC. Yeah, TC was on the coaching staff at that time.
Yeah, he was a white quarterback for Central.
No, but I think they're saying no. The reason why I say that is because folks was making a fuss about North Carolina Central having 2 white players at the MEAC.
Oh, listen, both of them can play. I'm telling you, I've watched them. They can play.
I don't know.
That linebacker can play and that quarterback can play.
That quarterback can definitely play.
That linebacker can play too. I've seen him over the years.
All right. So Luke Bracey is a tight end, and he from Rock Hill. Rock Hill got them dogs, okay? Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's where you go get those cornbread fed, okay?
Oh yeah.
From Rock
Winthrop
Hill
University is in Rock Hill, right?
What happened?
In Winthrop University, isn't that in Rock Hill?
Winthrop is in Rock Hill.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Tight end, 6'4", 250-pound junior. That's a brick wall. That's a brick wall, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, they're going to be explosive on offense with that quarterback.
He caught 7 passes on the season for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he had 2 and 43 yards and a score against Delaware State. He also had a touchdown catch against Campbell.
They're going to score a lot of points.
You think they're going to be scoring a lot of points?
Central, yeah. Yeah, Central going to score a lot of points. With that kid at quarterback, yeah. I told you that kid is, if you don't run him off that spot, you got problems. And then he's so accurate. And he's got such great footwork. Because I've watched him last year. And I watched him last year.
Damn, these are the type of players that you needed on your offensive line, right? Noah McKinney, 6'4", 285 pounds from Duncan, South Carolina. So he all up in South Carolina State's backyard.
Not only him, back in the glory day, A&T was always had a lot of players out of South Carolina. Now all of them schools, South Carolina State, Central, A&T, all of them got a lot of players out of Charlotte.
You over there talk about some A&T. A&T is not allowed to be in the conversations of.
I'm just saying as far as how their recruiting was when they went to MEAC. They always recruited a lot of players out of Charlotte.
Until they win more than one game in the season, they are not allowed to have We can't talk about them, right now. They need to go back to the days of old and be recruiting in South Carolina, getting them big 6'4", 200. Well, I don't know. Our offensive linemen are like 6. Some of them are 6'7", 6'5", 6'6".
Oh yeah, y'all got a humongous offensive line.
But he is an offensive lineman, 6'4", 285 pounds from Duncan, South Carolina. One thing that I am seeing is that these young men are not necessarily transfer portal guys. These are guys that have been developed at North Carolina Central.
Yeah, he does a good job of developing his players.
that he has he does. So you know that North Carolina Central decided not to opt in to the 105 roster, right?
No, I didn't know that.
They opted out.
Mm.
I wonder if the opt-in thing has one of those yearly type of deals. Like, do you have to opt in now? Or even if you do, if you opt in, can you opt out later? Like, I'm gonna have to do some research on that one. Just because it would be interesting to see, you know. Then we got another one, and he from Greensboro. Damn. How you gonna get a player from Greensboro and then go up there and what did North Carolina Central do to North Carolina A&T, Mr. Ford?
Beat that ass.
Oh my God! Oh Lord! How you gonna just steal this player?
They want to play with a winner. They play with a
Oh.
winner. They listen. Them kids ain't dumb. They know that was a disaster when they left the MEAC and went what you call it, Big South, and then they went CAA. That was a disaster. Them kids don't want to play with no loser.
Hey, Miss Dina.
Mr. Ford.
Okay, Lord have mercy, Mr. Ford. So Trevon Humphrey is 6'5", 255 pounds. He's a redshirt sophomore from Greensboro, North Carolina. He went to Dudley High School. And Mr. Ford seems to think that, you know, even if he went to Greensboro, the fact that North Carolina A&T couldn't pull this young man out of Greensboro, that's crazy. He was graded out of 88% and had 40 plus pancake blocks in high school. So, you know, Mr. Ford said they want to be with a winner.
With a winner,
Good
baby.
Lord. Dang, Mr. Ford. That's like literally North Carolina. That's literally North Carolina A&T's backyard.
Yeah, that's yeah. Dudley is a famous school in Greensboro.
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I know about Dudley. Yeah, I know about Dudley.
You know about Dudley, Mr. Ford?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Tim Artis, I don't know if it's Artis or Artis, but I'm gonna go with Artis. He's at, okay, Howard. Howard has an offensive lineman on first team, 6'4", 295 pounds from Charlotte, North Carolina.
I told you all of them recruit Charlotte, Abby. Everybody's recruit Charlotte.
We got a damn good quarterback in from Charlotte. Jared Lockhart.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody recruits Charlotte. Remember Javon Hargraves? He was from Charlotte.
I just want to know, Mr. Ford, like, you know, which I think it's really important to be able to get your to get those highly touted recruits and don't let folks get into your backyard. A prime example of that is Irv Mulligan. That's a prime example. We were able to get Irv Mulligan out of
was it Walford? What school?
Yeah, he's a transfer from Wofford, but it's like right around the way of South Carolina State. And
I think he wanted to get out of the state, though.
No, he said that they never recruited him when we interviewed him. Okay. He said that South Carolina, he don't hold no ill will towards it, but they didn't never recruit him. So I guess that's just what they're gonna do, which is they focus on getting their trenches from basically those South Carolina State excuse me, not South Carolina State, but North Carolina Central gets the bulk of their offensive linemen out of South Carolina because he went to Rock Hill. He went to the same school as the other young man. He went to South Point, but he's still from Rock Hill. 305 pounds, one offensive lineman. So
How tall was he?
6'1". So compared to Jackson State's offensive line, they are a little shorter, right?
Right. Yeah.
But they might be comparable to South Carolina State. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I think South Carolina State had like some linemen that were, when you matched them against Jackson State, they were undersized.
Oh yeah, it was definitely. Yes, it was.
You could tell the difference, Mr. Ford?
Yes. Yes, you could.
What did it look like? What do you compare it to? Like if you're comparing Jackson State versus South Carolina State at the Celebration Bowl, what do you compare the trenches?
Division 1 versus Division 2.
But like you said, he's Coach Chinnis Berry gonna fix that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. That's why I say I want to hear Kobe to see, is the offensive line going to be larger? The defensive line going to be larger? I want to, because see, that's the kind of information Kobe thrives on. He gives you all of that information.
I mean, looking off of this, I really think it's going to be between Norfolk and North Carolina Central. South Carolina State, they lost that quarterback. You know that, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the kid from Benedict?
Yes, he's gone.
Yeah, they got another kid though. They got a kid from Virginia Tech that they got the kid from Incarnate Word, and they got that kid from Virginia Tech. But the people are talking about that kid from Virginia Tech.
Did they put their roster up? Let's see. Did they put it
Who
up?
is that?
South Carolina State. I want to see their roster.
Yeah, I think it's up. Yeah, I think it's up. Listen, I got to go to bed.
Mr. Ford said, I am done.
Yeah. Bye, Miss Whitley. Bye, Miss Brandi.
Bye, you. Mr. Ford.
All right, Mr. Ford. Have a good night.
Okay, y'all have a good night now.
Yes, good night. Oh, no, they don't have their roster up yet. Nope. Roster's not up yet.
We didn't even get to do his songs. Come on.
Why would you say that?
He gone now.
Every night. It's not Saturday night. Jay thought he was going to get a mention. Jay, why? Okay, y'all. So do you think can I hear that? Or no, that's not nice.
What happened?
Do you see the tweet that I sent you?
I saw it.
Should I share it? What do you think? I don't think so. I don't think I'll share it. That's not nice.
I'm looking on here and it's saying that it wasn't meant for the person that we thinking it's for. It's for somebody else, but I don't know. It's still a little tone deaf, if you ask me. But
very tone deaf.
Yeah,
all right. So for those of you that don't know, I am excited to announce. I'm so excited to announce. I'm not going to share it. That our Jackson State grad, former Jackson State linebacker, James Houston, has been signed to the Dallas Cowboys, y'all. The Dallas Cowboys.
Whitley, why you calling me out?
Russell Haynes, what did you think about that? Jay, who do you think's going to the MEAC? Going to take it out of the MEAC? I'm like co-pilot. Everybody needs to be on this team. They only got 6 teams. He said, put everybody. He said, go ahead and put everybody on there.
You said who I got winning the MEAC?
Yeah, who you got? Mr. Mailman? Huh? Why do you have Delaware State? Where are you getting that from? They literally came to MEAC Media Day in their practice attire.
I mean, who knows? You know, you never know what's gonna happen.
So, with that being said, let's talk about Jameson. He had 8 sacks as a rookie in 2022, and let's be clear. He started his season like week 8 or 9 or 10, or he started his season during Thanksgiving. That's when James Houston's season started. Delaware State will. Dre, why did your first tweet? I thought you were saying Delaware State is going to take it, and then you finished it. Do you see him? What he said in the chat about Delaware State? Yes. All right, so I'm excited for the MEAC just because I feel like, and this is no shade and no diss to the MEAC, but I feel like that the last couple of seasons that the MEAC as a whole has struggled to be competitive throughout all 6 teams, meaning you knew you didn't have nothing to worry about with Delaware State. You knew Norfolk State wasn't going to be no good. And who else? You knew Morgan State wasn't about to do nothing. So for the last couple of years, it's literally been South Carolina State, Howard, and North Carolina Central. I think this year that this is going to be the first time in the last couple of years where there is solid teams. Like there's a good, I'll say 5 teams this year, maybe even 6. Who would you say is the valley of the MEAC? If you had to take a guess, y'all comment in the chat. When we say valley, we mean the team that has the most work to do, the team that it's going to be hard for them to just right away automatically get some wins. Who do y'all think that is in the chat? Me personally, I think that Delaware State, yeah, that's what I was going to say. But I feel like Delaware State has the most ground to cover in terms of recruiting, in terms of coaching staff, and putting the program together. Ooh, Delaware State and Morgan. And I keep on hearing folks saying that Morgan State is this, that, and the third, and their defense is this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I had Morgan.
Alabama State might not win the SWAC East, but they not letting nobody put 30+ points on them. I want to say the last year South Carolina State whooped Morgan State so bad.
Man, look.
Like Alabama State might not win the SWAC East, but coach will start breaking out. The players will start fighting before they ever let somebody put that many points on them. All right, y'all. We did a MEAC coverage. I didn't cover all the student athletes, but I did cover the first team offense. We got anything else going before we leave? Dre, why are you so messy?
He always messy.
Oh my goodness, ain't he though?
I'm looking at luxury cabins on
I
Twitter with
highlight
Whitley.
of the day. I think the highlight of the day was James Houston signing to the Lions. Like that really did something for me. I'm excited about that. Anything else? All hearts and minds are clear.
I gained 100
Ooh, I
subscribers.
like this cat. Congratulations. Here, I like that. I like that cabin. Is that the one you're gonna buy?
I don't know about buying, but hopefully,
Ooh, that's nice. You learning the MEAC awesome job. Russell.
once this YouTube takes off, I'll think about it.
Okay. I like that cabin. Where's it located?
I don't know. That's just a random picture I saw on Twitter.
I
Now,
think it's
you,
AI. I ain't
you
never
need to see
seen
the
no
one
cabin.
that Whitley got. Whitley got her cabin out there somewhere. It
Oh, I was
nice.
just mad. How many Saints fans are in here? They're getting hyped about a gold uniform today. They were getting hyped about a gold uniform. I was like, that looks like Alcorn's uniform, except for it's like black and gold. Like, I think Alcorn's is gold and purple, but it looked like the same color gold. And folks were so excited about a uniform. And I'm like, how about y'all win something in New Orleans? Y'all couldn't even draft Shedeur.
Oh, my bad, Whitley. My bad.
Oh, okay. Somebody said that's a fake cabin. You guys, guess what's coming up? Preseason for the NFL. And guess who's coming to Charlotte? Shedeur Sanders on August 8th. How many weeks away is that? 1, 2. In 2 weeks, Shedeur Sanders is going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina versus the Carolina Panthers. I'm so excited. So hopefully me and Braxton will get to go to that game.
You wrong for that, Dre.
What is wrong with Dre? He needs to be stopped.
Don't worry, I'm gonna catch him slipping one time.
I cannot believe he just said that. They're gonna play Shedeur Sanders, okay? Because everybody that's coming to the game is coming to see Shedeur. We don't want to see no Kenny. We don't want to see who else is it? I don't even know the other ones. We don't want to see them. You will be able to get an autograph easy though. If Shedeur knew how I was going at his daddy, he would not give me any type of autograph.
Shallow, maybe.
Like, hold up, wait. They're gonna look up my videos and say that's the girl that was saying such and such about his daddy. That don't have nothing to do with Shedeur. I'm excited about Shedeur. I can't wait to wear my Jackson State attire. There's folks that are going to go see Shedeur. You know. Look, can you sign my jersey? It's gonna be a Jackson State jersey, just so we clear. A Jackson State jersey. It won't be a Colorado one. And I don't even think it's going to be a Cleveland Browns one either, because I don't think he's going to be at Cleveland Brown for very long. I think they're going to trade him. There's some teams that need a quarterback, a starting quarterback. All right. I forgot to share with you guys. I have all the players on here. Quick facts. These are nice. Year by year result. I ain't even gonna hold you. Alabama State been taking an L from Jackson State for quite some time. Cold day in hell before I get a Colorado jersey. I know that's right. Jackson State leads Alabama State 31-17-1, and the current streak for Jackson State is 1.
I thought we owned it 35-17.
I don't know. That's what it says in here. It says 37.
Oh, 37?
Yep. And then it has like the Alabama State in the NFL draft. Titus Howard, first round, 23rd pick. That's a pretty big accomplishment. Oh, they also have the Alabama State NFL free agents listed in here. We own them. Gosh. All right, y'all. We're getting off here early. Look at us getting off here early tonight, y'all. Who has training camp? So when does summer camp start? I seen Coach they was out there early in the morning, huh?
I was gonna say summer camp has concluded, right? I think they're going to fall camp.
Fall camp. We had fall camp, ain't it?
They saying fall camp starts on the 28th or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I just know the players are on campus, and it's getting to be that time.
It's almost that time. Almost that
Southern
time.
has started. Of course, Southern has started practice, but we're
Fall season is approaching fast.
That means Braxton can ready to go back to school.
That means I gotta fill out these media application.
Credentials, are they even open yet? I need to go ahead and do that too.
They opened like 2 days ago. I think 2-3 days ago.
For who? For which one? For Jackson State?
Jackson. And the Vegas game. So go ahead, fill out for the Vegas game.
Yeah, too. I need to go ahead and do that.
And the USM game.
Yeah, that's a good idea. USM game? Have they done it?
Yeah, their media form is out now as well.
So do you guys know that for the what are they in? What conference are they in? The Sun Belt? Who are they with? What conference is USM in?
Sun Belt. Oh yeah, no single game tickets are on sale right now as well. Everybody, so use those.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to make that announcement. Y'all know who is basically the preseason offensive player of the year for Southern Miss, right? For the whole conference, actually. It's Braylon Braxton. So basically the quarterback that we have to face when we go against USM is, So we need Kanye Varner. Who else we got at defensive end? We need some sacks. Come on, right on Ashton Taylor. Go ahead and go up the middle and pop him. Pop him real good so you can throw him off. We need for you to do one of these right here. Wait. Ooh, didn't even get to see it. Let me loop it real quick. They said that he's a really good quarterback. So we're going to have to, we need a couple of those. Quincy Ivory said he's coming. All right, Quincy. Dre said it's an FBS game. Just stay healthy and get ready for 7. It is an FBS game, Dre, but we want to say we're going to have the same amount of folks on the roster. I want to say we're going to have the same amount. Usually they have more, right? He said stay healthy and get ready for. And on top of that, yes, it is an FBS team, but it's not like it's Florida or, it's not like we're playing Florida State, Texas A&M. Do you think that Texas State and Southern Miss are on the same level?
Didn't Texas State just join the Big 12? Or no, Pac-12?
I'm talking about... No, but what I'm saying is, like, there's levels of FBS teams, right? And by all accounts,
Southern Miss finished last in their conference.
They did, but they brought in this guy who bought all of his team from Marshall, who also really won. But when you think of a Marshall, even if you're thinking about Marshall or just, any of those types of teams, like, they're not Texas A&M or LSU, basically is what I'm saying.
Okay, and we get it.
They have Southern Miss has a really huge game before our game. I want to say they play Mississippi State. Let me see.
Yep, they did.
So, even though I want to say Mississippi State has not been that good, have they? They have not been good. That's why
they finished last in their conference too.
They've been really bad, actually. That's why that young man that used to be on our team, that's why he left. You know who I'm talking about? Number 3, just different. You know who I'm talking about? The wide receiver.
Oh no,
the one that came with Travis Hunter.
What was his name?
I forgot his name. It slips me. All right, so they have to play Mississippi State first. How did they get Mississippi State to come to Hattiesburg?
I guess because they
I would have thought that would be a money game for them. Kevin Coleman, there we go. Kevin Coleman, there we go. There we go. Kevin Coleman.
I think it's because they're both FBS.
Huh?
I think it's because they're both FBS. I don't know.
Yeah. So, they do have a all-world quarterback, but they do have to face Mississippi State on August 30th, the same week that we have to face Hampton. So, yeah, he's in my hometown. He's in my hometown now. So, I will be doing Oh, okay. They signed a home and home. He's from St. Louis. So, I will be doing a breakdown for Hampton versus Jackson State. And I will be doing a breakdown for USM versus, I don't know. I'm trying to see how I'm going to do these weekly breakdowns. For for the start
Only
of the
3%?
season. My brother said 3% of tickets for the USM games are left. Oh, they're getting ready. The only way I do that proof for credentials.
Huh?
I said the only way I would go to that game is if I get approved for credentials. So I need to be trying to do those.
Yeah.
3% of tickets for the USM game are left. That's a big game. I don't know. I don't feel like wasting it on that game. I would rather go to Alabama State or something.
Are they buying any of the other games?
No. And nobody going to that Appalachian State game. The stadium ain't big. How many folks is it? How big is it? Is it smaller than Is it smaller than?
I've been in there before, not for a football game, but look at hold about a good 30, maybe 35. I'm not sure.
36,000, bruh. If we only had 36, that is unbelievable. If we only had 36,000 stadium, we would be at 120% capacity every week.
Oh yeah, 36,000. Yeah.
It's half the size of the bet. Wow, that's unbelievable. Yeah, it's not going to take like Jackson by itself is going to bring 20,000, 25,000. Tickets not even on sale yet. So how is it? They said tickets aren't even on sale yet.
They are. Well, no, wait, hold on. No, they're gonna sell on the 30th. That's right. They're right.
So those must be the season tickets.
Oh yeah, they gotta be season tickets.
You know what? They probably are messing with the tickets because they don't want.
They actually
They
sell
don't want
right
Jackson to show up like that.
Yeah, I would be.
Huh?
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually selling tickets right now. I wouldn't be surprised.
They're probably look. They don't want all them folks from Jackson coming down there. They only want our band and our football team. I believe in our coach. This ain't that. I believe it too. They said that if we did win, y'all better have y'all head on the swivel. We're gonna have roadblocks on every highway out of USM.
Yeah, fuck them folks.
Jay, be careful down 49. Them folks be out on that highway. See?
Well, they got to catch this scat pack.
What is it gonna be called?
Huh?
Jackson State South.
Well, they got to catch it first.
Hattiesburg is ghetto. Whenever I went to Hattiesburg, it wasn't ghetto to me. Maybe I just wasn't on the ghetto side. I went to Hattiesburg.
You was on the tourist side. He was on the tourist side.
I went to Hattiesburg because I went to what is that Delta Omega picnic that they have down there? What is that called?
I don't know.
What is that Delta picnic that they have at Hattiesburg every year, y'all? Where it's like all the black folks be over there at Q Delta. Is it Q Delta week? Is that what it's called? Y'all let me know in the chat, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, Q Delta.
Y'all let me know in the chat. There we go. I went to Q Delta. It's like when
Black Alumni Week.
It's like a baby Freaknik. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. No, it wasn't a Freaknik. There wasn't no freaking. Well, I don't know. I just know I went to Q Delta and Dre said that's a baby Freaknik. I don't know nothing about that. Yes, Miss Dina, I went to Q Delta and at Hattiesburg. So maybe I just saw all the black folks that they had because I was not. And so I've been to Q Delta, and I want to say, did we go to a football game? I don't remember the football game. That doesn't dawn on me is that, but yeah. I've been to Hattiesburg several times. If we beat USM by 45, nobody is going to be able to tell us nothing. Oh, Lord have mercy. God help us all.
Hattiesburg tomorrow.
They're going to be like, let's go get his defensive coordinator. Let's go get the quarterback coach. Let's go get the head coach. Let's go get the linebacker coach. Everybody getting plucked.
Even the water boys.
Let's take the athletic trainers too. They're going to be like, hold up, wait a minute. This man done won the Celebration Bowl. Then he went and he beat a FBS team. Get him up out of here. Coach TC, don't leave. You're supposed to be legacy.
He's still locked in for another 3 years, ain't he?
Man, what we got to do to keep you here? You Jackson State legacy. Don't you want to be the new WC Gordon? Don't you want folks to look in the record books and say this is the TC Taylor era? Coach, make America.
I swear I can't stand that.
Then we'll have to get ready for the prime effect comments. Oh, Lord, please. Please.
I'm muting that shit right now.
Mute. Please don't tell me about. I had somebody on a video tell me because Coach TC, he was talking his stuff for SWAC Media Day. I asked the fan question where I asked him about how many what other fingers is he going to use for the rings for this year, and he said, he's running out of space. He's collecting them rings like Thanos was collecting the soul stones. Watch how many players try to transfer from USM like they did from ULM. We did get we did get some good. We got Evan Henry came from ULM. I forgot that other center's name. He came from ULM. We had got a whole bunch of young kids from ULM.
I don't think it works up there, Dre. I'm not sure.
Yeah, where is the prime effect over there? All the folks that he hired, they left and went other places. Some of them elevated and then they deflated. Is it elevated and deflated? Which one is it? What happens when you elevate to an FBS and then you go back down to HBCU after saying that you're elevating yourself? I've seen Sunbelt Media Day. They got USM at the bottom to finish. Yay! Woo! K5, that's right. K5 from ULM. Evaporated. Lord. We lost to ULM and y'all was ready to put TLC on government assistance. He ended up.
I don't know who y'all is, Dre, because I wasn't.
Oh!
Who is y'all?
Who is y'all? That is not true. I don't know where people get that from. It's when Coach TC in his first year beat Southern, beat the brakes off of South Carolina State, and won the Gulf Coast Challenge. That was good enough for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking loud.
Look, I was there for that whole ride in 2024.
You what now?
I said I was there for that. I was there for that whole ride in 2024. I don't know what you talking about, y'all.
Yeah, who is y'all? I was happy.
Driving 3 hours to Grambling. Driving 5 hours to Alabama State. Driving another 3 hours to what was that, Monroe? And look.
Now, when we lost in the hole, I was distraught. Oh my God.
That loss hurt me.
Oh my God. That's why I need to be in Vegas so bad, front and center. Like I need to see that ass whooping live. I need to be able to touch the ass whooping. I need to be able to touch it. Like I need to touch this ass whooping. I need to touch this field, Allegiant Field. I need to put my hands in the ground and touch the ass whooping that we're about to put on Grambling, because they told us a brand new one. I was devastated. They turned us every which way but loose, okay?
But it's a whole new day now.
We was over there like the mailman. We was like, win today. And you know what made it so bad is that I want to say that's when I was on a podcast the week of the game, and I want to say I think it was Wayne Cartwright that had me on the show, and I was talking so much shit that I was embarrassed. Like, folks was clipping me from when I said that they were.
I'm embarrassed.
Yes, we gonna beat the G off of you and the R. Like, you ain't gonna have no letters left.
I'm embarrassed.
I was crying, and then I have a see. This is why this is a downfall to having the podcast, right? Is win, lose, or draw, you have to get on the live, right? So I had to get on the live that night. I didn't even do my hair. I was crying. I was like, what is happening? This is supposed to be our year. We're supposed to win. No, wait. Wait. Where's that picture at? Let me show you the picture of what they did to us.
That's
Here,
why I said the spirit of Eddie Robinson was like, whack him again, get him again.
Get him again. Get him for me. This is what they did to us. Look.
Oh no.
Wait, why did Grandma whoop her ass like that, boy?
And why was that the face that we made too when we lost? That's exactly how we were looking when we lost too.
I went to bed crying. I think I was distraught for a good, like, I was moping around. I couldn't. I had an attitude. Don't say nothing to me.
Right. Matter of fact, no live tonight. No live.
That's what I wanted to say, but I had to get on the live. You know, folks was in there talking mad shit. Yeah, what's that you said about Grambling? And I'm just over here
Dre,
crying.
I know you lying.
Listen, they had a Gatorade bath. The season.
Dre said they had a whole parade on campus the next day. I know you lying.
Knock the nickels out of our asses, baby.
And look, have like Sonic. Not the Sonic greens out of us.
Eddie Robinson Spirit said, I only come through Grambling once a year, and it's to beat JSU at home. Oh my God. And then I had to put on my
Eddie Robinson when they up there in Columbus, Ohio.
I had to put on my journalistic integrity. I had to put that on. So instead of asking, what the hell is up with this quarterback situation? It was, do you guys plan on still utilizing a dual threat system? Is that something that you plan on doing for the rest of the season? Knocked in the words of Mr. Ford, beat the shit out of him.
Well, tomorrow they better have a spirit of Eddie Robinson in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, that's a terrible game. Oh, Lord. Who scheduled that? And you know what I don't like is when HBCU folks be getting hype as hell that they playing one of these blue bloods.
And look, for that kind of ass whooping, I'm taking $3 million in the clear.
$3 million in the clear. You're not finna whoop up our ass up on and it's gonna be like 70 to 3 or nothing at all. And they'd be like, yeah, we getting ready to play them. You talk to Russell Haynes, that's how they get drafted. Like, sir, you're not getting drafted because you was able to tackle the quarterback. Like, come on. Oh, it's gonna be like a Make-A-Wish game.
Well, damn.
It would have to be in the clause. It would have to be in the clause that you can only play your third string players or your water boy.
He said the third string all game.
Might as well, because you're not getting ruin your whole season trying to be trying to play cute against Ohio State. Why? You was getting your ass whooped by the SWAC. You damn sure not gonna compete against them. I can remember there was a team last year that took their ass. I want to say UCLA or one of them big schools, and they said we're going to be competitive and whatnot, and they ended up having some injuries.
Who was that?
They're going to have a raffle to let fans play. Like, stop it. They set them up for failure, and folks be so hyped. They'd be like, yeah, they're paying us $2 million, but you got to pay $700,000, and they want you to bring your band. Like, stop, please. As much money as they're bringing in media rights and all this other extra stuff they doing, I'm sorry, I'm taxing your ass, and you want me to bring my band?
Price gouged. Price gouged.
My band needs meals. They be over here like, yeah, we getting a deal. Stop selling out for the less. If you're gonna do a sellout, if you're gonna sell out, then you need to make sure you selling out.
How many church bands, Dre?
Ooh, y'all remember when FAMU was trying to cancel and UNC was like, no, we're having Black People Week.
Oh, wow.
No, seriously, they like a Black People Week, like a DEI.
Black alumni.
Like, I'm not playing. They had like a DEI sensitivity week where they did like cultural stuff dealing with Black people. Like, how you gonna have a cultural week and then play FAMU just to beat up a whoop up on FAMU?
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it was. I promise you, it was literally like a civil rights week. They ain't gonna do that no more now that Trump is in office. But it was one of those like sensitivity, diversity type of weeks. And I was like, y'all are wrong as hell for doing that type of week to whoop up on FAMU towards the end of it. Like, I felt like it was kind of like a slap in the face. Like, yeah, I want to say that was the year when Deion was here, and that's when they wrote that letter. Like, Deion's players wouldn't have had to do this, or
was that 21?
We wouldn't have had to get moldy sandwiches.
Moldy sandwiches.
Diabo.
What'd you say?
Talking about her ass was hurting when Ryan. Well, she ain't got to ride with him no more. Look. 2022. Okay. Listen. Well, I think that FAMU played decent in the first half. Didn't they play against Drake May? They played against Drake May, the quarterback. They did decent. They fed the band butter and jelly sandwiches. It's trifling. Okay. It's trifling. I'm gonna just say it. It's trifling.
I ain't gonna lie. I like me a good peanut butter and jelly, but I'm gonna need more than that for a football game.
I need something like, they could have done McAllister's Deli or something. They said one band student said he had a peanut allergy, and they said, "Well, good." Why is everybody clouded in the chat tonight? Okay, we're gonna get up off of here.
Wasn't that the same year they had those players ineligible? for that game?
Yes, that's what it was. They had a lot of ineligible. They did not have a fried chicken festival. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh hell no! I'm ready to fight.
Okay.
We even had no damn Black Civil Rights Week game, having a fried chicken festival just to whoop on my ass. Hell no.
Trifling. Grumlin and Ohio State is on the Big Ten Network. I would never.
Man, look, whoever that AD is, his ass whoop for scheduling that game.
Listen, we got to stop scheduling these types of games
For 1 million. No.
and figure out ways to make the money. Gremlin 17, Ohio State 13. In your dream. Man, that was the
Man, look,
blackest ever.
I swear to
I
God.
wonder if they're having Black Week at Southern Miss.
Huh?
I wonder if they're having Black Week at Southern Miss the week of the theme.
They better not.
Oh, I
They better not.
You said they better not.
Man, look, they bet the fuck not.
Are you on Reddit? How many folks are on Reddit?
What is Reddit?
Reddit, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain what it is. I don't know how to explain it.
And before y'all get on me, I'm young. I don't know what that is.
I think it's young people that be on here. Anyway, they have a Reddit and they have a Jackson State Reddit, y'all. And we only have 89 people in there. That's ridiculous. Like, we should have way more than 89 people in Reddit. So I'm gonna copy and paste the Reddit feed for Jackson State, and then there's also an HBCU Reddit, and you guys need to join it because every tech person is on Reddit. Oh, okay. Reddit is for white folks. But Dre, they have a Jackson State one, and there's nobody in there posting stuff. Reddit is a sophisticated lipstick alley. Y'all join the Jackson State Reddit. And they have one for HBCUs, and they'll ask like, they'll ask questions like sometimes students. I've seen a lot of young use Reddit actually. Yeah, I just pasted it in the chat. We have a Jackson State Reddit, y'all.
Wait,
There's
so I gotta
also an
download that?
huh? They also have a SWAC Reddit with only 9 people in there. So hopefully they can grow that as well. Like, come on, y'all. And they have an HBCU one.
So it's basically a social media. Well, like social
Yeah,
media.
you just like it would be good for you to do it. They have HBCU band in there too. You need to be posting your videos in there. They have HBCU band Reddit in there too. Anyway, y'all, it's been real. I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta wake up early too. I got a long day tomorrow, y'all.
On
I'm headed
Saturday,
to Jefferson County.
headed to Jefferson County. How far is that? An hour?
That's in Hattiesburg. Well, that's Hattiesburg area.
Oh, you are. Be careful. They said that the towns outside of Hattiesburg ain't shit sweet. Be careful.
I got my
Saturday,
anxiety.
there's going to be a HBCU picnic. And so the Queen City HBCUs is having their annual HBCU. Queen City HBCU. Let me see. Their annual HBCU cookout. It's a scholarship and fundraiser, and it's this Saturday. So tickets are like $30, and it goes towards a fundraiser, a scholarship fundraiser. So make sure that if if you are in the Charlotte area. Hey, Miss Natasha. Oh, Miss Natasha said she lives outside of Hattiesburg.
Oh, it's in Forest County. I thought it was in Jefferson. My bad.
Jefferson County is Fayette, not close to near Natchez and Hazelhurst, not Hattiesburg. Oh.
Yeah, I had got them confused. It's Forest, not Jefferson.
Yeah, it's going to be at Johnson C. Smith. So, is there a planned agenda of events for Vegas? What kind of planned agenda? Like a party or something?
I think you're talking about yeah. So if you purchased the bundle tickets for the event, they have some things planned for us. Like out there in Vegas, I got to go back and look.
I want to say they have. Yeah, they did see that. I did see that. They had some type of, was it golfing or something? What was that?
I think one of them was like a Top Golf thing. Let's see.
They have Atomic Golf and Club Access. Exclusive perks when you purchase a package. Kick off your experience now at $19.99 down. Flexible payment options. The
I'm almost
hotel
done
pack.
my payments, y'all.
Huh?
I said I'm almost done my payments. I got 2 more payments left. Now I'll be in Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas. So a 1 to 3 night stay at a hotel of your choice, a welcome party at Atomic Golf, nightclub access. Y'all going out? Price includes $170 resort fee, assumes 1 room and 3 night stay. Wow, that's not bad
at all.
I might be doing my own thing in Vegas. I know that's right. Y'all check prices again on
flights. Oh Lord, I ain't even. Man, look, it's almost October. I ain't even looked at no flights yet. I might just have to drive.
What? You cannot drive. You will not make it there on time. Like what?
If I leave on a Thursday, I'll make it.
What? No.
I just do a cross country trip, a road trip. I ain't did that in so long, honestly. Last time I did that when I drove to South Carolina when my brother was stationed out there in the Army. But that shit was too fucking long. I don't know if I would do that again though.
Yeah.
They said it take like 24 hours just to get to Vegas from Mississippi.
Yeah, everything that I've seen on here, they do not have a nonstop flight. Like, well, they have that nonstop flight that they have on, the one that we showed you or whatever. But other than that, it's still, let me see what I'm looking at. Once you get out of Texas, it's a breeze. They haven't announced any plans for the bands when they come to Vegas yet. Vegas is expensive, so it'll be hard to do stuff. It didn't used to be like that. They actually said Vegas was, falling off because they're charging for everything. They got all these fees. Drinks and food is expensive. Why is Stock Talk reminding that you said that Vegas wasn't that far from Jackson?
I never said it was not that. I don't think, y'all. I said I don't think it's that far.
See, I can get a hotel and a flight for $500. But I want to say
trip flight.
But I want to say it Paris.
Paris? About the Paris resort?
Yes. The Rio's not bad. They've renovated the Rio recently. I mean, hey. You need to be on the road now. Oh my God, stop.
Nah, Dre, it's not gonna take me 2 months just to get that now. Come on now.
See, that's not bad. Greg, who's T's bodyguard? I don't need no bodyguard for what? What I need a bodyguard for?
Somebody for Vegas.
God, I am praying. Huh?
He's about a bodyguard for you for Vegas.
If you drive, you should have left last night.
I am
Oh,
not
they have
driving.
direct flights. See, that's not bad. But you know what? You know what's gonna really be lit? That Alabama State versus Jackson State homecoming is gonna be so lit. Oh my God. I'm torn in between the two because I really want to be with you. I want to go to that Alabama State game so bad. But I'm pretty sure all of the hotels are sold out by now. I found a direct nonstop for the low. Yes, the direct nonstop is T. Nobody wants to be doing layovers and losing your luggage and stuff like that. What's the date on the Jackson State homecoming? Isn't it October 13th? Week of October 13th?
Hold on, wait a minute. Whitley, you said you found one for the low?
For the low. But the only thing with homecoming is you really have to be there Thursday night. Like you really have to be because you have to be on the yard. You have to be on the yard Friday by 12. It's homecoming. Nobody care about it being Alabama State. I'm talking about for the games, Dre. Sheesh. Good Lord. They not playing with these prices. But you got to be in Jackson on you literally have to be there. They ain't got nothing but raggedy ass hotels left. And all the way in North Jackson. Don't nobody want to stay all the way in North Jackson or in Brandon. I don't want to stay there. Or in Pearl or in Flowwood. That's too far. Ooh. Or on East County Line Road. I don't want to stay there. That stuff is too far. How far is Flowwood from the vet? 30 minutes. Man, you better go to Madison. Stay in Madison. Madison's high as hell.
Who's gonna stay in Madison?
Right. It's who wants to stay all the way out there? I want to stay right in the center of Jackson.
30.
Huh?
He said it's 5 minutes from Madison in the vet.
The Fondren, Homewood Suites by Jackson in the Fondren area.
Oh, that's right down the road from the stadium. Yeah, you probably
it's
right
like
there.
literally there. You could damn near walk. I wouldn't advise walking, but you could. Oh, I want to stay at the one that's right around the corner, like 2 minutes away. Do you know how many folks are going to be everywhere? They don't have anything anyway, though. You try to book a hotel from them from between October 9th and the 12th, it's already sold out. Flood is on Lakeland. Flowwood is on Lakeland. That's fine. If you fly Spirit, you better be able to fight I usually do American Airlines. Flowood is nowhere from the stadium. Oh, okay.
All I gotta do is just open the hatch, and we ain't gotta worry about nothing.
All those places are 15, 20 minutes from campus in the stadium. Okay, y'all. I want to be right there in front of the stadium, like I was. What game was that? Jackson State versus FAMU. I was right there. And they had nice breakfast too.
Oh man, Willie said she was gonna come to homecoming, but them trips took her money. I wanted to meet my auntie.
The who?
She said them college visits took her homecoming money. I wanted to meet my auntie.
Because homecoming is really expensive if you think about it. You can't just come to homecoming. Got to have all your fits ready, you know.
Look, my fist is my media shirt.
Even though for day parties, if you go to a day party, it's guaranteed at my big age, I'm going to be asleep for the night party. I'm going to miss it. They're building another hotel in Fondren District. Oh, good. That's good. I know that's right. I catch y'all folks on the flip side.
Dre, shut up.
Then you got to come early to meet the new president on Wednesday. Lord. That's why I said my mom's when homecoming come. See, free. What about downtown? Everything's sold out. That's the thing, like, because you want to be able. So Friday, it's literally you get to homecoming on Thursday night. Friday, you go to the plaza. You're gonna stay in the plaza for a couple hours. Downtown's likely most, yeah. But with Grambling, it's literally, hey, we're coming for the game. We go to the golf thing. You might have a little drink or two. Might put $100 in the slot machine. Go to the game and be out. It's fun. I'm excited. Are they gonna have a battle of bands in Grambling?
What?
Are they gonna have a battle of bands versus Grambling? Like they're not gonna have like a battle of the bands type of performance for the HBCU Classic? They should.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
They should have like a, that would be a great recruiting tool.
I didn't see it on the schedule on the world tour that the Boom put out. I didn't see it.
I did in Pearl one year. It was cool. Downtown is always sold out unless we're playing Valley. Damn, not playing Valley.
Wow. Why
you had to do Valley? Well, duh, because people can drive. All right, y'all. Everybody,
why you playing Valley so close, unstoppable?
Right? Why you playing Valley so close? Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna see. I'll come back on Saturday after the HBCU picnic that we're going to. So everybody have a blessed night.
May the Lord watch
between me and thee
while we're absent,
one from another.
Let the church say
amen. 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 Amen.
Reach out to your neighbor. Say neighbor.
Neighbor.
Or neighbor.
Neighbor.
Thee I love versus the coalition. Have a good night.
Thee I love because I only love thee. Bye.
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. The clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so much pain? But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. But He is so good to me. He's been good to me. More than this world or you could ever be. He's been so good. But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say, thank you, Lord.